Welcome in, everybody. Thanks for joining us tonight at Bob Lucky Folden Field for Game 2 of the doubleheader between the Lewis Central Titans and your Shenandoah Phillies. I'm joined by my broadcast partner tonight, Jay Soderberg. Jay, welcome back. Good to have you. Had a fun one in Game 1. We didn't get to broadcast. Got tight there at the end. Phillies had tying run in scoring position there, just couldn't cash in.
It was, yeah. Due to those MLB blackout rules, we only get Game 2 today. But no, it was a great game all the way. Lewis Central, they score about 4 or 5 late in the game, and then the Phillies really they put a bunch of base runners, scored 2-3 runs there in that 7th inning to make it interesting. So it was a fantastic game, the first one.
So around the horn, we'll do it here as the inning goes, but we're ready to rock and roll. Center fielder for Lewis Central is going to be leading off. Number 9, Stacy Merksick. Merksick, 367 hitters coming into tonight. I don't know necessarily what the stats were in the first game, but pretty good leadoff hitter, over 400 on base percentage. Peyton Ethan in the circle, first pitch, strike right down the middle. We were talking before the game. We got dual Ethans. Dalton behind us is pitching in the boys' game, and in the girls' game, Peyton's pitching.
Yeah, one of those unique things you probably don't get to see every single night, but a brother and sister both on the mound.
And a fly ball into right center field, and can of corn, never a doubt. And Caroline Rogers makes the play for out number 1. That's an F9 in your scorebook, and a quick out number 1.
Yeah, nice job getting ahead in the count there, and just letting your defense work. Caroline did a good job, just kind of drifted under that one to get an easy first out.
So Gracie Hayes is stepping up for the Titans. She's going to be playing shortstop tonight, 282 hitter coming into tonight. And first pitch by Ethan again. 3 pitches so far for Ethan. She's in the zone right now.
Yeah, Peyton's done a good job here in these first couple pitches. Didn't know if Jenna would come out for Game 2, but Peyton started off really well here in Game 2.
Yeah, Jenna did pitch Game 1 for those of you just tuning in. Didn't get to see that first game. That 0-1 pitch misses high and outside, so we're all even at 1-1. In that first game, you were talking about Lewis Central scoring those runs late. It was 2-2 going into the 4th. Then it came 5-2, and it stayed there until about the 6th or 7th, and then a couple of errors and walks, and it just kind of snowballed from there.
Yeah, it was a 2-2 game for a really long time. It was one of those games, who's going to make the mistake first, and Lewis Central kind of capitalized on a couple of mistakes. Got a couple base runners, and then hit a couple hard, long fly balls out to the outfield. Didn't hit any home runs, but right off the fence.
And a 2-1 pitch is swing and a miss. I don't think that was any sort of wrinkle on that pitch, just maybe outside corner, hard to hit sometimes.
Yeah, definitely. Just work in the zone. It's good. First couple at bats. You're going to want to work in and out, up and down, not just lay it over the middle here.
2-2 pitch to Hayes, misses high and outside, so we're full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Hayes on the year, perfect in stolen base attempts, 7 for 7. They don't run a lot, Lewis Central, just 52 attempts in 30 games plus. And there's a walk, a 1-out walk, so it puts Hayes on first with 1 out, and that's going to bring up Avery Heller, the left fielder tonight for the Titans.
Yeah. Good start for the year, hitting 368, 444 on base percentage. So the type of girl you'd be thinking that'd be in that 3 spot for you.
There's a fun number as I'm pointing at it. I'll let you explain that one. That's a good number. First pitch bunt, and then we get a steal attempt, and she is safe. Close play, but was safe. So she's now 8 for 8 on the year.
Looking at that 981, that OPS, that on base, plus the slugging. So, anytime you're anywhere near that, kind of that 1,000, as you'd say, that's a pretty incredible number to have. So
yeah, and on the year, I was looking at kind of stats for Heller. Not a lot of triples or homers. She does have a homer, but 9 doubles, so 10 extra base hits. Really, like you said, really good 3-hole hitter.
Yeah, outfielders need to be ready for her here.
And the 1-1 pitch to Heller misses high and away, so we're 2 balls and 1 strike with Hayes now sitting at second base with her 8th steal of the season. 8 for 8. I mentioned they don't steal a lot, but they're good at it. They're 49 of 53 on the year.
Yeah, very good percentage there. And
that ball's popped into medium deep left field. I'd say popped, and that's not fair. that was hit pretty well. But Hayes, good base running, will tag going from second to third in a game that's probably going to be tight, just like the first one. Those extra 75 feet, they may matter.
Yeah, that was. And, with the wind kind of blowing out to left field, I think that one carried a little bit further than, originally thought. But Spiegel did a nice job there and left to run that one down and get second out. And now to be up, see if we can strand that runner here.
Did I say the right distance? I said 70. I always think 90.
No. Picking up that's 60.
Yeah, 60. There you go. Sorry. That's the youth baseball is in the 75.
Yes, there it is.
Baseball is 75. That's where my head went. Okay, so we are 0-1, and it is Mari Manns, and she pops up to first base. Should be an easy one there for Lene Green, and it is. It's a pop out in foul territory. So it's an FO3, and that'll end the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, one tight and left. We go to the bottom of the first. Phillies coming to bat.
Every inch of your body puts pressure on one place, your feet. So give your feet everything they could ask for by walking in to Brown Shoe Fit Shenandoah. Shoes for every occasion, boots for any situation, and above all, the right fit for you. After all, Brown Shoe Fit has been fitting feet for over 100 years. The only downside, so many shoes to choose from and only 2 feet. Great service, great selection, a great fit every time at Brown Shoe Fit, downtown Shenandoah.
This very moment, a board-certified general surgeon will be leading her team in the removal of her patient's gallbladder. In this newly remodeled surgical suite, she'll use the latest technology and small laparoscopic incisions for a quicker recovery time. In a couple of weeks, the patient will have a pain-free and normal life again. These are the things that happen here every day. The new surgical center at Shenandoah Medical Center. Your health is our mission.
Welcome back to Lucky Field. We didn't get to do the around the horn, so here we go. Spiegel, Stevens, Rogers in the outfield, left to right. In the infield, Morales, Finley, Burdorf, and Green. And then the battery is Peyton Athan and Brooklyn Black. So we're ready to rock and roll. And the leadoff hitter for the Phillies, kind of as always all year, Brooklyn Black. Again, a really solid senior season, almost batting 400 coming into tonight. Takes first pitch strike. 0-1 the count. Black, we talked about that OPS, that crazy number there for Heller. Brooklyn Black's not too far behind.
No, 948, an impressive number as well, as you're saying. Anytime you're over 700, really a good hitter.
And the 0-1 pitch, just out in front there was Black. You got to figure you're going to see a little bit of a wrinkle here. You're out in front of the 0-1 pitch by quite a bit. Probably going to see some sort of a wrinkle here, or at least a waste pitch.
Yeah, you're going to see something. When you got a hitter like this, you're not just going to try to dot one more in the zone. You're going to see if you can get her to expand the zone just a little bit and see if you can get a cheap out.
And the 0-2 pitch from Domgard is again kind of that wrinkle, a little high and outside, and maybe a changeup there, a curveball.
Yeah, see if you can get him to swing. You can entice it even with that high pitch. A lot of people like to swing at that one, so not a bad spot there on 0-2.
A good leadoff hitter, the senior, the freshman Domgard throwing to the senior, and that's another kind of a curveball. Looking at the weight, I just kind of taught my daughter how to throw a curveball. So looking at the wrist when she goes into her opposite pocket.
Now I'm gonna have to watch this because those are things that I don't know a whole lot about how to get the softball to move like that. So
2-2 pitch to Black, and that's ripped right to shortstop. Good play by Hayes, and Hayes throws out Brooklyn Black. Really a sharp hit, but just kind of right at Hayes, and did a good job of taking that bad hop and making the play.
Yeah, she did. She stood in front of it, didn't lay that one. That's why you always teach it, kind of get the chest down in front. If it's going to take a bad hop, hits you and doesn't get away. So nice job there.
Now Jenna Burdorf playing second base here in Game 2. Burdorf, 427 hitter, and that went up after this last game. She was on base, seemed like every time she came up. And actually, she's, believe it or not, she doesn't have a double on the year, Coach.
I was just looking at that.
And look at the OPS with no extra base hits.
Yeah, I was just looking at that now. Over 900 there, and I was actually just looking the same thing to see what her OPS with.
And the 1-0 is in for strike one. And I was just talking to her mom before the game, just as I was walking by. I said, I just think it's so crazy that she does this, because she's right-handed and everything. but then she comes out here and she slap hits, and she's
doing
a 500 clip.
Yeah, she's doing it very, very well, too.
And there's that little slap hit to third base, and she beats it out for another infield single. And I'm sure Jenna Burdorf and company will continue to take those infield singles, those long 400-meter legs.
That's what I said. I mean, she's a perfect example of that. Just kind of slaps it, gets the ball on the ground, and, it's going to make the defense make a perfect play to get her out.
And Lene Green steps in. Lene Green, the RBI machine, we've said that all year. 31, doesn't quite, they have a lot of kids have been stepping up lately, driving in runs, but still leading the team by 8 coming into tonight as she takes upstairs high and away, 1-0. She's kind of fallen onto that struggle bus lately over the last week to 10 days. The batting average has dropped, the strikeouts have gone up. Really like to see her snap out of that before we get into regionals.
Yeah, definitely. Kind of just gone through a little bit of a lull here, and you with your hitters, you're probably going to go through that at some point of the year. But like you said, just a few extra cuts in the cage, try to get that turned around because she's going to be a big bat for them in the playoffs.
2-0 count to Green. That's down and in. So now it's a 3-0 count. Really advantageous count for Green. Somebody looking to get out of a slump. That 2-1, 3-0 count's really what you're looking for.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what Coach Burdorf does here, if he puts the green light on or if it's definitely a take all the way.
3-0, I looked like a take
all the way. It looks like it was a take, yep. Definitely was a take all the way, and probably not a bad thing. Early in the game, don't want to get yourself in and out when you can get another base runner.
So that's 3-1 count to Lene Green. And Lene Green wraps it to shortstop. That took a hop. They were not able to get the force out, so that's going to go down as an E6. I wish I could give her an error there, or a hit there, but I just in good conscience, I can't. No,
definitely a play. That was the one took a little bit of a hop, but Jenna did a good job hustling down there to second base to beat out the force play there. So 2 on, only 1 out here. This could be a big start here for Shenandoah if they can put one on the board.
And now a kid coming to the plate who is the opposite of on the struggle bus, Caroline Rogers. She rips one right in between first and second, and that's going to send Burdorf home. The plate is not going to be in time. Burdorf's safe, and she gets a 9.5 from the French judge.
Oh, with a tumble and everything. Yes, that was. You may put that in the textbook as the way not to do that, but she technically did get dirty on that one.
I feel like they're going to want to go back and watch that as a family after the game.
Yeah, no, that'll be one to see. And I'm glad I got that on camera. I got a little bit afterwards as well because that was quite the trip/slide.
So that's going to go down as an RBI single for Rogers, but she advanced to second on the throw.
Yep.
And now another kid who's been hot lately. She's really ramped up the run production. Sarah Morales coming in. She's almost 350 right now as a hitter, with 23 stakes on the year. A couple weeks ago when you called your first game, she was in the single digits in RBIs. She has really turned it on here as of late, driving in runs.
Yeah, and that's kind of what you're looking for in your seniors here late in the season. Really start driving the ball.
And we got a timeout on the field. We got a stray foul ball from the boys game going on behind us, 4-0 in the bottom of the first over there. First game did not go well for the Mustangs over there, but Lewis Central, pretty solid baseball team.
Yeah, they're pretty salty. Number 2 in 3A, so it's one of those nights you kind of just take your lumps and move on. And
the 1-0 pitch to Morales, that's in for strike one. I've noticed that all year. I haven't called every game, but Morales tends to take until she gets strike one.
Yeah, she's got that Joe Mauer approach. Really likes to see that first strike. Doesn't mind hitting from behind. So
you would bring up a Joe Mauer reference there. He always did that. You think how many more hits he would have had?
Oh, I know.
If you would have done like an Alcides Escobar, like swinging at the first pitch no matter where it's at.
And I said my dad will sit there, or used to sit there and watch and go, how does he take that every single time? And I said, well, I think yeah, I mean, he never swung at that first pitch, and by the end, most pitchers just threw it right down the middle. Because like, well, might as well get a strike on him at least.
You bet. 2-1, and Morales hits it off the plate, but to second base. That's going to drive in a run. So a fielder's choice, and Lene Green comes across to score, and Caroline Rogers moves up to third. So productive out. If you're going to get outs, productive ones are the ones to get.
Yeah, key term there. That was a productive out. Put the ball in play, and that's kind of always what you want in that situation. If you're going to make an out, at least make it productive, and that's exactly what she did. Great job by Sarah driving in the run there, make it 2-0.
That's her 24th stake on the year, Coach. And that's going to bring up, looks like, is that Reese? I got the thing right in front of me.
Yep,
here.
Reese.
Reese Spiegel, and she's had a good year. She's really teetered in that 275 to 300 mark all year, so she's been very consistent. She had a couple of hits in the first game, so the seniors, like you said, stepping up here as the season's winding down. Spiegel hits it sharply. That's fair, and a really good call by the umpire, and that's going to go down as a hit and an RBI. Spiegel, that third baseman was right on the line. That was a good call.
That was a nice job. Just couldn't quite get over there to knock that one down. But again, Reese put that thing in play, and it was going to be a tough play if she fielded it cleanly with Reese running down to first. But a nice job by Reese driving in that run, make it 3-0.
Yeah, even if she makes that, if she fields it cleanly, that's a long throw. As I've learned, it's 60 feet to the bases. So, and Reese has got a little bit of wheel. She's not like Caroline Rogers fast, but she's got some quicks.
She does.
So 3-0, really good start here for the Phillies in the bottom half of the first inning, and now Macy Finley will step in. She's starting to kind of come out of that struggle that she was in mid-season. She was able to get a couple of hits in this first game of the doubleheader, but she's a kid. Again, still on base percentage, almost 400, Coach. She's not getting the hits, but she's still getting on base.
Yeah, she's still having productive at-bats, and that's what you want a little bit later in the lineup is you want somebody that's going to get on base, maybe steal a base here or there, put the ball in play, and she's your starting shortstop. And she's done it early in the year. She just needs to find that confidence here now late.
So now 2-1 the count. Spiegel at first. 2-1 pitch to Finley. That's going to be in on the outside corner. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. A lot of twos on the board. Not all twos, but a lot of them. And, maybe you send Spiegel here. It's not quite an action pitch, but maybe you do. Maybe not. 2-2 pitch. Little off-speed pitch, just misses. Tried to dot that corner and just missed.
Yeah, now we got that 3-2 count, so Reese is moving on the pitch. So if you can hit someone in the gap, you got a great opportunity to see if you can get that 4th run across. And what do we think? This is going to be a close one. I don't see this one getting out of hand at any way.
And the full count pitch is wrapped right to the first baseman. Just a tough luck out there for Finley because she hit it hard. And after the first inning, 3-0 Phillies. Peyton Athan back in the circle when we come back.
United Group Insurance is a team of people you know and people you trust. We offer home, auto, farm, crop, life, health, and commercial insurance from our convenient offices in Atlantic, Griswold, Red Oak, and Shenandoah. Our team of agents work together to make sure our customers find an insurance policy they feel great about. We offer a variety of insurance carriers so you can choose what works for your coverage needs. Learn more at United Group INS.
Green Plains is transforming. In addition to being a first-class biofuels producer, we are now a leading ag tech company, producing high-quality feed ingredients for dairy, poultry, swine, pet food, and aquaculture. At our Aqua Lab, we are conducting research to produce the best ingredients for our optimal aquafeed products. Green Plains is expanding in every way. If you're interested in being a part of this journey with us, check out our website for our latest job opportunities.
Welcome back into Shenandoah. Top of the second. Just getting ready to get underway. Peyton Athan back in the circle. She is now the beneficiary of some pretty good offense. 3 hits. Got on base with an error, too, so they had a bunch of kids on. They were running around, making stuff happen, and getting contributions up and down the lineup. Yeah,
really good start there. That first inning, put 3 runs on the board, and it took them about 5 or 6 innings last game to get that many. So get that jump on them early, kind of settle down the pitcher a little bit, and now it's the big inning. You want her to go out and throw strikes and see if you can get that shutdown inning, get right back in there and hit again.
So now Haley Wilcox will step in. She's a 200 hitter on the year. She's the number 5 hitter in the lineup. She takes first pitch, takes a swing, and misses. So we're 0-1 to the Titan third baseman tonight. A really young team for Lewis Central. We're really young too, but it's a little odd, at least for me anyways, to see a Lewis Central-sized school to be as young as they are at the varsity level.
Yeah, you're not going to see that many times at those 3A, 4A schools. You're not going to get a lot of freshmen and 8th graders putting in meaningful at-bats and pitches. But, yeah, they're one of those teams that they're using a lot of young players, and they've got a few lumps, but that's going to pay off big time in the future for these girls.
And the 0-2 pitch just missed. Tried to paint the corner, got her paintbrush out, and just couldn't quite Bob Ross that one.
No, that was that was good.
Thanks. It's not my first rookie.
I said
that ball's popped up our way. Oh, almost had it. I almost have him getting yelled at by Burdorf.
I said, yeah, we're getting a little action. We made a good effort though. We stayed in front of it. TJ had the hands out there, ready to.
I didn't bring my glove.
Yeah, said ready to suck that into the body, make the throw to the RBI machine over there at first base.
That's where I would have had to throw it. My arm can't throw it any further than that. As the 1-2 pitch again is fouled our way, this time on the ground. So Ethan definitely ahead in the count, but also ahead as far as that timing. You've got Wilcox way behind right now as far as timing goes.
Yeah, see if you can really drive a pitch in there and maybe get one in on the hands and don't let her get that bat extended out to it.
1-2 pitch has a little bit of a wrinkle. That's a tough play for Burdorf going up the middle. That's going to be a hit all day for Wilcox. So good battle. That time won by Haley Wilcox as she's aboard with a leadoff single.
Yeah, she did a nice job adjusting and pretty much driving that one right back in the middle. Sped the bat up just a little bit, and after those couple foul balls, put that thing right back up the middle.
And now another freshman, Alyssa Griffin, steps in. She's the catcher tonight in game 2. 283 hitter. She's got 2 homers on the year, so couple taters on the year. Something to watch out.
Yeah, got some power here, and so definitely with the wind blowing out, you got to be a little bit careful here.
Yeah, I haven't mentioned that. She did get hit by the pitch there. So mid-thought, Griffin will move to first on the hit by pitch. But I usually try to mention that at the beginning of the game. I just forgot it. Thanks for picking me up there. The wind is blowing not terribly fast, but it's blowing from the right field foul pole out to left center. So those right-handed hitters, if they get it up in that jet stream, they may get a little help.
Yeah, they get a little help tonight, and it's nice to have a little bit of a breeze out here. It's a little bit muggy, as you'd say, as the dog days of summer are fast approaching. Yeah, no.
Maybe we do need a humidor.
I don't know how those technically work out there.
Right?
Yeah, because in Colorado they always have those baseballs out there and things like that. So I'm not totally sure they're on them.
We do need it so they'll fly a little farther. It's too humid. No,
so I said we'll lower those seams a little bit and kind of like college did and just kind of juice the ball.
I'm wrong with the bases and now I'm wrong with the humidor because the humidor takes some of the juice out of the ball.
Yes.
So they don't hit too many taters. Is the first pitch from Ethan to Mackenzie Naylor, the designated player tonight. She misses down and in, so 1-0 to Mackenzie Naylor.
So she's had a busy night in the dugout cheering as well. When I first showed up, she was a one lady cheering section, leading one whole side of things. And I thought, boy, that poor girl's not going to have a voice by the end of the night. But she's got lots of energy.
She's like, I know I'm going to play in game 2. I really got to get all my cheering out right away. 2-0 pitch is popped foul. That's going to be out of play and near Ronnie over there in the
on the boys' side.
The boys' side of things. So 2 balls and 1 strike.
He wasn't nearly as spry getting the arm out for that one.
No.
We'll have to give him a hard time on that. Not paying attention on both fields here. So
he'll just yell right back at you.
Oh, he will too. Yeah, he'll let you know.
2-1 to Naylor. Ethan, good job getting back in the count there. 2-1 pitch. That's going to be popped up again in foul terrace. It's foul, just foul. Good call. This umpire's made 2 tight fair foul calls in just an inning and a half, or an inning plus. He was right on the money on this one.
Yeah, that was a tough play there for Linnea Green, kind of going over his shoulder and then kind of made contact there with the base runner. So it was almost
malicious there.
No, and it was, I'm surprised that Coach Burdorf maybe didn't mention, hey, she's got to kind of let my girl go to that one, but nothing, no harm, no foul there.
2-2 pitch, and that's fouled straight sideways as Naylor, kind of the same thing that happened with Wilcox right away, just way behind, and then Wilcox was able to figure it out and get that timing right. You just hope Ethan can win this battle and get that first out of this inning.
Yeah, she's really working for that shutdown inning and really could use this one. Second one in a row she's had 2 strikes on.
And grounded to Morales. Morales picks it up, throws to first, and in time, out number 1, but it's a fielder's choice, so a productive out by Naylor, kind of like, Morales in the bottom half of the first inning. If you're going to make an out, make a productive one, and Naylor did a good job.
Yep, and did a good job on that one. It was one of those plays almost, just as good as a bunt, kind of just a swinging bunt on that one. Sarah made a nice play, charging that, making the play at first there with Lene. But they get a very important first out.
And Broham squares the bunt. That's going to go foul. And Broham, the junior, and I may be butchering it. I'm saying Broham altogether. Maybe it's Broham. That sounds cooler.
Yeah.
Saying Broham. But I don't know how to just shoot us a message in the live chat. Let us know. We'll check it tomorrow. I apologize if I'm saying it wrong. But Broham's the right fielder tonight for Lewis Central. And she pops one up. That's going to get kind of in between, but a good play by Bergdorf, and she runs it in there. So it's going to be an F4. That looked like it was going to be one of those Texas leaguers between outfield and infield, but a good job by Bergdorf to make the play.
Yeah, it was. Jenna did a nice job getting back to that one, and then kind of having the wherewithal that there is a runner on third and running that one back in before they had a chance. But kind of an interesting strategy there to bunt the first pitch and then swing away there on the second one. But
that's going to bring up Brooklyn Domgard, and she's an 094 hitter at the bottom of the order here as she fouls that first pitch foul straight back, nearly hit some fans over here. So bring your hard hats tonight. I say that, and I really hope I don't get one coming at us because we're not looking.
Yeah, no, those are the ones that hit you in the back of the head you never see coming. So,
not like my mother. My mom always had eyes in the back of her head growing up as a kid. I don't have that. And the 0-1 pitch misses high and outside. I mentioned Domgard's batting average at 0.94, but she's still almost a 250 on base percentage. I hear it. I hear that, Coach. That's pretty impressive.
She's into it. I don't know if the microphones can pick that up out there, but it is impressive. I was just kind of giggling there as you were going through stats.
I love it that you pay attention to me so well. It's hard though. It's like I'm sure like when you're teaching and sometimes there's a kid doing something he's not supposed to do in the corner, and then like you're trying to talk to the whole group, but you can't stop looking at.
You see that one kid the whole time, and you're just waiting for that moment as soon as you're done, because you know you're gonna kind of have to lay into them, but they're surviving that little bit. That's that last little bit of fun that they get to have before you bring the boom, but. No, but nice job. They're back to the game there. Nice job battling here.
Go back to the game.
We got 2 outs here, and this would be a big out here for Athan. Get out of this. No runs scored. Kind of avoid that comeback inning, as you'd say, for Lewis Central.
1-2 pitch coming from Athan. And she just missed. I'm hearing heads up from the crowd behind me, so I got down.
Yeah, I did too. I was kind of leaning into the camera there, hoping that it was. I mean, there is a roof over the top of us, so.
But there's that angle.
I said there is definitely a chance it could come in here, but.
2-2 pitch from Athan is popped foul, and I don't know. I think she's got room.
She does. Nice play.
Good job by Spiegel to get him out of it, and good job by Athan to work out of it. The defense picked her up there. 3 flyouts. Yeah, that's going to be an FO7 for the third out. No runs on 1 hit. No errors. 2 Titans left aboard. We go to the bottom half of the inning. Phillies still up 3-0.
Sorensen Auto Plaza in Shenandoah has been here over 25 years, and they specialize in financing. Buy here, pay here. At Sorensen Auto Plaza, they finance all credit types. Bad credit, no problem. Visit SorensenAutoplaza.com to apply for financing and stop by and visit us on Sheridan Avenue. Sorensen Auto Plaza, proud to support this Shenandoah live stream.
Pella Corporation in Shenandoah is growing. Pella is a family-owned company and has a strong heritage that started in 1925. Pella offers a strong benefit package, competitive wages, quarterly bonuses, profit sharing, and more. Pella has a decreased overtime schedule. You'll never work on Sundays, and you will have at least 2 Saturdays off each month to spend more time with your family. Go to careers.pella.com to see what jobs are available and apply today. Experience is not necessary, as Pella will provide training. Pella is an equal opportunity employer.
Welcome back into Shenandoah. 8-9-1 due up for the Phillies. It's going to be Cassidy Stevens, Peyton Athan, and then back to the top of the order in Brooklyn Black. Cassidy Stevens is one to talk about, kind of living on that struggle bus most of the year, but she's kind of come out of it. A couple jacks in the last couple games ago.
Yeah, it was really good to see her get a couple big-time hits there the other night at Harlan, and I was a little bit sad that it wasn't at home so we could call that game. But two really hard hit balls there the other night, and really good to see her get a chance.
We got another. This is foul ball.
Yeah, this is by far the most we've had all year. By far, not even close. I mean, it seems every few pitches we're getting one over here.
Yeah, and they're all coming this way. And we got right-handed hitters over there.
Yeah,
so
no.
It just baffles me that they're coming this way. And the 1-0 pitch to Stevens in for strike number one, so it evens up the count.
So, yeah, it's not too often in the lineup you get your leading home run hitter towards the bottom of the lineup. So it's nice to have a little bit of pop out of the bottom of the order here with Cassidy.
Stevens takes a swing and a miss on the 1-1 pitch, so she's down on the count 1-2. Going to those off-season batting, hitting stuff that they do, the voluntary stuff, Coach Burdorf has always said if she can ever hit it, she can hit it a mile. It's just getting that contact point, and that 1-2 pitch misses up and away. So 2-2 now to Stevens. But if she's starting to make that contact, Coach Burdorf's been saying it for a couple years now. If she could just hit it, make that contact, and finally get there, that ball's going to go. Yeah,
I think she's going to have to start bringing in at least a live chicken or go stop at KFC. We might have to do a little help here. Break that ritual with her as well.
And the first strikeout of the night for either side goes by way of Cassidy Stevens. And it's going to bring up Peyton Athan trying to help herself tonight. Athan, 235 hitter on the year. About a 315-ish on base percentage. Doing a pretty good job. Limited at bats this year because she seems like she's only batting when she's pitching. But she does a pretty good job putting the bat on the ball.
Yeah, does a good job handling the bat there. And again, another one looks like she's got some pop here. I've seen her hit a little bit this year, and she's just got to make contact and drive one out there.
Worst thing to do as a hitter is to have a really long, slow swing. You really want to, especially at this level, as that 0-1 pitch is in. You got 2 minutes. And the kid pitching for Lewis Central, she throws fine.
Yep.
You start going up against some of those older veteran pitchers that throw BBs and then stuff off of it. You really got to have that quick bat.
Yeah, no, you're going to have to really quicken that thing up, and with the slower pitcher, you can get that thing through the zone and really hit it hard. But yeah, with the fast pitchers that you'll see coming up here in these next few weeks, hopefully a couple weeks of softball left, you're going to have a quick swing ready.
The 0-2 pitch misses up and away, so 1 ball, 2 strikes. And I don't want to do any disservice as far as Domgaard's concerned. She's got a 4.20 ERA as a freshman on the Hawkeye 10. It's a solid number. It's that 1-2 pitch misses down, so we're all even at 2-2. So she has done a good job all year, as it seems, based upon the stats. She throws plenty hard, but there's definitely kids that they've seen all year that will throw that 55 range.
Yep, and definitely in the next 3 years, I think she'll be one of those girls getting so much experience as a freshman. Down the line, junior, senior year, I think she'll be one of those types that really throws a lot of innings coming up for their Lewis Central.
When you look at just the maturity that Jenna Burdorf's seen from freshman year to this year.
Big jump.
And then Athan now getting a lot more run. As that 3-2 pitch is in, so back-to-back strikeouts. As Athan caught looking for out number 2 as we go back to the top of the order and Brooklyn Black. But just seeing just those two, our pitchers, Athan, just an 8th grader last year, sprinkled in some varsity action, but mostly JV. It was pretty much Jenna Burdorf pitching most of those varsity games, and she got hit around a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm not saying she throws faster or slower or whatever, but she's just getting smarter, learning how to pitch a little bit more.
And that's one of those things you have to learn how to pitch a little bit. And, in your young career, I said you're going to get hit around a little bit. There's not too many kids that step onto a varsity field as freshmen and just kind of dominate. It's, kind of one of those things you don't see real often. But, yeah, you got to kind of how to, you learn from that and get better.
And the 1-0 pitch is popped up to shortstop. And Hayes will make the play, and that'll end the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the top of the third. Titans coming back.
Building your vision is what they help do at Miller Building Supply, Shenandoah. Once you've picked your project, comes the supply list. Miller Building Supply is a full-line lumberyard with electrical, plumbing, and hardware departments and all the tools needed to get the job done. Windows, doors, countertops, tub and shower units, kitchen and bath cabinets, and a fresh coat of paint. Yup, they have all that too. And if you have a question, they work hard to get you an answer. Miller Building Supply in Shenandoah. Don't just dream it. Build it.
Kane, the real boss at Gowing Plumbing, but don't tell my mom and dad. I'd like to talk to you about tankless water heaters with endless hot water. If low energy bills and higher home values are important to you, you might consider a more efficient tankless water heater from Gowing Plumbing. Call 712-246-1803 and they can help you find the right system for you. Plus, Gowing Plumbing is the only one to call for issues with boiler heat. 24-hour on-call service from Gowing Plumbing. Tell them the boss sent you.
Welcome back to Shenandoah. Top of the order due up for Lewis Central, who already took game one tonight, 8-5 in a pretty competitive game. This one, Shenandoah got off to that 3-0 lead early, but we've said we kind of thought this would be pretty tight, evenly matched records-wise, and in the conference they're kind of right neck and neck with one another. Kind of figured it'd be tight, and it's looking like it's going to stay this way for a little while.
I think so. It was big for Shenandoah to get those runs early, and I think Lewis Central is going to be kind of trying to really chip away here in these next couple innings, and I think we're going to see a very good softball game here.
It's always fun to watch like a junior and senior laden teams going at it that are really good, but even you get these freshman, sophomore heavy teams that they're going to be battling each other for the next 2-3 years. It's fun to watch, like the Clarinda game. That's
yes.
A bunch of young kids.
Yep.
Us and them.
Yeah,
As Merksick, the leadoff hitter for the Titans, takes a swing at strike one. She's down on the count 0-1. Merksick lined out, I should say, into right center field. Really good play by Caroline Rogers, kind of drifting over to make that play. 0-1 pitches off to Rogers again. Rogers has room, makes a catch. A little bit of a funky glove angle, but she made the catch.
She did make the catch. Couldn't quite get it on camera. There's a pole in the way, but yes, she did make the catch. I tried to get it over as far as I could, but yeah, kind of caught it at a funny angle. If she's diving, those are the ones that you worry about. That's the broken wrist, but in the air, just fine.
Yeah. So that's a foul out 9. So Merksick's flied out to Rogers twice now. And Hayes steps up. She walked her first time up. She says, I don't want to walk again, as she swings at one that maybe about 6 inches off the ground.
Yeah, definitely one that she was ready to hit. She didn't want to take another walk on that pitch.
The 0-1 pitch is swung on and missed for strike number 2. Hayes down now in the count. No balls and 2 strikes. Ethan in the driver's seat right now. She's thrown 4 pitches this inning, kind of like that first inning. Real efficient outs, 4 pitches, 1 out, and then an 0-2 count to Hayes. 0-2 pitch, almost just a bit outside.
She was looking for that corner. Black was holding it there just an extra second just to see if they get that call, but a perfect spot there on an 0-2 count.
1-2 from Ethan. That's fouled right. I mean, if that thing was 10 foot higher, that's going right at our faces.
Yes. Oh, no, that's where sometimes I get angry at this screen out here. I'm going to put my hand out there to show the screen, but I said sometimes it gets a little in the way, but at times it is quite nice. You got the safety right in front of you there.
1-2 pitch again. That's popped up right to Finley, and she makes the play. Can of corn. 2 down, 2 quick outs for Ethan, as the pitchers. Domgard had a little bit of a struggle in the first. Ethan had a struggle in the second. Domgard mowed through the Phillies in the top of the third. Ethan maybe finding her sea legs here in the bottom half.
Yeah, great start to the inning here. 2 batters, 2 outs, and right through the top of the order again, and that's exactly where you want her to work. Now you got a really good hitter here in that 3-hole.
And Heller, as you mentioned, she takes ball 1, that 981 OPS. It's crazy numbers, and Phillies have 2 kids over 900 in the OPS, which are just crazy numbers, no matter what level you're playing at. And the 1-0 pitch, that misses down as well. So 2-0 to Heller, the number 3 hitter for the Titans.
Yeah, and in 95 official plate appearances on the year, I mean, she only has 12 strikeouts, so she's going to be ready to hit there. And, you know, you don't want to throw her balls, but you got to be able throwing good pitches. Like I said, right there, lines it right back up the middle.
Yeah, if you're going to give up a laser shot, you may as well just give up a single.
Yeah.
You'll tip your cap and you'll move on and go after the next one.
Exactly. That's only one base. That one doesn't hurt as bad as some of the other ones can. So, but a good piece of hitting drove that thing right into the right center kind of gap.
So now Mari Mann steps in. She popped out to Lene Green to end the first inning. So we'll see if she can straighten one out as she hits it back to the right side. Should be an easy play for Rogers, and it is. Never a doubt on the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 Titan left aboard. 2-3-4 due up for the Phillies in the bottom half.
Bank is proud to be a locally owned community bank. We have been committed to our community and meeting the financial needs of our customers since 1873. We are confident that our knowledgeable staff can help you make informed decisions about your financial needs no matter how big or small. Let us show you how rewarding a relationship with First Heritage Bank can be. Stop in at one of our 2 locations, or you can find out more information at www.fhbshen.com. First Heritage Bank is a proud supporter of Shenandoah High School athletics. Go Shen, member FDIC.
Digital Solutions started small, but now we're growing as FDS provides live streaming coverage for over 20 schools across 3 different states on our Fuller Digital Solutions YouTube channel. Subscribe to get notified when we go live for your school events. Big events are captured live, and your business can get noticed with advertising during our live streams. Local talent and camera operators are encouraged to contact us too for future employment. No experience necessary. We will train. For information about advertising or working with Fuller Digital Solutions, email us and follow us on Facebook.
We're back here in Shenandoah, bottom of the third, 2-3-4 due up for the Phillies. Burdorf, Green, and Rogers. And these are the 3 Phillies that kind of were the fire starters here in that first inning to get things going. Burdorf with that infield single, Green got on an error, and then Rogers wrapped a single. Really got things going for the Phillies.
Yeah, it did. It led to a nice big inning there, put that crooked number on the board to get him the lead. We'll see if Jenna can kind of start it off again.
Burdorf will take just low, maybe outside as well. I don't know if I'll ever get used to the slap hitter thing. Maybe it's because my kids don't do it, and I never played or coached softball. But I'm happy she's good at it.
It's just very interesting. You know, you don't see a whole lot of it. I mean, the most softball I watch is here or the Women's College World Series, and you still don't see a lot of kids or girls running like that, but yeah, she's become very proficient at doing this.
And that 2-0 pitch is in for strike number 1, so Dom Guard gets back in the count, 2 balls and a strike. Two and 1 to Burdorf, and that misses down and away, so 3 balls and a strike. Burdorf in the driver's seat. You think, sometimes when you were a baseball pitcher, somebody squared a bunt early, you maybe got the yips a little bit.
Yep.
So you think that kind of happens sometimes to these pitchers when you know somebody's a slap?
I think it does. You're trying to just make that perfect pitch every time. You're trying not to lay one out over the plate where they can get that bunt down. And so, maybe got herself in a little bit of trouble. You kind of see that. But now we get to that 3-2 count. And I said, just got to put one in there and make her hit something here.
So we're all full. Domgard to Burdorf. And she gets it down to second base, and that'll be out number 1. Good quick throw there by the second baseman, Mans. Mans did a good job there of getting rid of that because Burdorf that's part of that slap is you get that head start. She was.
Oh yeah, she's hustling down the line, and the analytics love the defensive shift that Lewis Central has to stop the slap hitter there. As she's she kind of reminds me of one of those kids at that recess. You're playing kickball. She's standing right next to you as the teacher pitching. But good defensive positioning, throws her right out.
So Lene Green steps in. She's 0 for 1. Tough luck 0 for 1. She hit the ball hard, but just a ball that was kind of fumbled by Hayes out there at shortstop. And she reached in, scored in the first. She's down on the count 0-1. The 0-1 pitch, and that's not something that you're used to seeing from Green, being being that far behind on a pitch that would look like from up here anyways. That was kind of on a tee.
Yeah, no, that was an interesting one. I don't know if she just kind of
thinking too much.
Yeah, just kind of maybe pulled her hands in her a little bit, but yeah, kind of right off the end of the bat and just a squibbler that goes in front of us.
The 0-2 pitch, that misses down and away, so Green back in the count here a little bit at 1 ball and 2 strikes. And Domgard, we'd mentioned that she kind of settled in that last inning. She gets a quick out of Burdorf here, and now she's 1-2 to Lene Green. And we'll see if she can set her down or if Green can win the battle. And Green, tough pitch to even make contact with that time. That thing almost bounced off the plate.
Yeah, that was a little bit of golf swing there going down to get that one, but sees another pitch here. So behind 1-2, but has done pretty good job seeing some pitches here in this at bat.
And the 1-2 pitch again from Baumgart to Green, freshman to freshman. And Green, they tried to throw her off there, a little bit of an off-speed pitch, but it stayed elevated. Green did just enough to get a piece of it.
Yeah, that's the one as a pitcher you see kind of the dreaded, kind of just the hanging off-speed pitch if it's a curveball or whatnot. And if they foul that off, you go, oh, thank goodness. You kind of thank your lucky stars that you got away with that. And, that's one that Green's going to want back.
And the 1-2 pitch, that misses down. So Green, fouling off a couple of pitches here, 1-2, and she's worked herself back into an even count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. All the struggles aside that she's had kind of lately, a couple good plate appearances, and it could get you right back on the horse.
Yeah, done a nice job here.
And another one just fouled off, and you can see Domgard is really kind of playing with her right now. She's ahead of it, she's behind it. She can't get that timing down.
No, and that's where you want to be as a pitcher. You kind of want the batter thinking up there, because that's where I think you have the advantage as the pitcher. If they start thinking about what might be coming next, I feel like you totally have the advantage.
2-2 pitch again, and a changeup missing outside. And this has been a very good at-bat. As you can hear, we've got a choo-choo train coming in.
We've got the train coming through. It feels like I'm at Stanton again.
That's right on top of it.
It is. Those are the ones where we'd go just to hand signals because nobody would hear anything for about 25 seconds.
Payoff pitch misses.
Wow.
Outside. Great play.
Great at-bat. Yep, great at-bat there. Very tough.
And by both of them, they were battling each other pitch for pitch,
yeah.
and Domgard just couldn't put Green away. And now Caroline Rogers, if she's not the hottest bat at the plate for the Phillies right now, it's the lady in the on-deck circle, Sarah Morales. With 1 out, they're both going to get up. And there's a first pitch swinging, maybe a double play ball, can't get 2, but it's a fielder's choice. Rogers, she's super aggressive. She sees one she likes, she's going to go after it.
Yeah, first pitch swinging there, drove right up the middle. Shortstop did a nice job kind of just shoveling that over, and she's got that speed where you're probably not going to be able to double her up.
So now Morales comes up. She hit into a fielder's choice and drove in a run back in the first inning. I'll bet she takes first pitch.
We'll see here, yeah. We'll see if Bam Bam is going to wait.
And Rogers going, nobody covering, so she's in easily with a stolen base. Let me do a quick varsity-bound check for Rogers. Rogers on the year, 5 for 5 in steals. That seems very low.
That surprises me that it's just 5 for 5. I would say I was expecting her to be well into the double digits.
Yeah, so now 6 for 6.
Yeah.
So 0-1 the count to Morales. And she wraps it up the middle. That's going to be a base hit, and that's going to be another RBI for Bam Bam because that throws well up the third base line, and Morales gets to second base on the throw. So Bam Bam Morales comes through with 2 outs. We talked about it when Green got on. You bring up the 2 hottest hitters, and one runs into an out, fielder's choice, but you get the steal, and then Bam Bam hits it right up the middle.
Yeah, a nice job there by Sarah, driving that right back up the middle. Picking up a couple more RBIs tonight, and has done a really, really good job here in her senior year, driving the ball all throughout the field.
So now Spiegel's up. She hits a hot shot to the hot corner. Low throw, but corralled over there at first base by the other Domgard, Brooklyn Domgard. So for the Phillies, productive inning, 1 run on just the 1 hit. No errors and 1 left. We go to the top of the 4th. Phillies up by 4.
I pay to spray. What did you say? Pay to spray. Custom application? Oh, input costs can get pretty high. I want to buy my own sprayer with automatic boom shut off and really big booms. Gotta love some big booms. The ag economy's down, but I'm bullish and my numbers are good. So what do you think? Let's make it happen.
The ride to your dreams is easier with the right partner. Bank Iowa. Let's make it happen.
This very moment, a board-certified surgeon specializing in female pelvic medicine and reconstructive surgery is scrubbing up in a newly remodeled surgical center full of the latest technology to give a woman a chance to take back control over her body. It will take less than an hour. There will be minimal recovery time, and afterwards, she'll start to feel normal again. These are the things that happen here every day. The new surgical center at Shenandoah Medical Center. Your health is our mission.
Welcome back into Shenandoah. 5-6-7 due up for the Titans. This was that part of the order that kind of gave Peyton Athan some fits the last time. Wilcox got on with the first hit of the night for the Titans, and then Griffin was hit by a pitch. So those are the first two Titans to come up. And you see Wilcox way up in the box. If there was a line still painted there, she's almost out of it as she chops it to Morales. Morales steps and fires. One pitch, one out. As a pitcher, we've talked about this during broadcasts already this year quite a bit. If you're as a pitcher, those one pitch outs you love.
Oh, there's nothing better, especially, you go get another run, you make one pitch, you already get one out. You got two more to go to get back right in there and go hit again.
That brings up Alyssa Griffin. She was hit by a pitch and was stranded at second base back in the second inning. We'll see what she has as maybe a little payback for eighth. And first pitch misses down in the dirt. 1 ball, no strikes.
Yeah, Ethan's done a nice job throughout kind of the whole evening, getting that strike in there, getting ahead in the count. I kind of say this every single game, but, always your best friend as a pitcher is getting that strike one.
1-0 from Ethan. That misses down. And quite a bit down, and both of them. And she hit Griffin before. You think they're both freshmen, maybe they've seen each other a little bit before, but I don't think we play Lewis Central until we get
I don't think this is one until you get to high school, and then you get the matchup of the Hawkeye 10.
Yeah, that 2-0 pitch is a challenge fastball, and Griffin just underneath it there, so 2 balls and 1 strike as Ethan gets back in the count here with 1 out here in the top of the 4th. Phillies out early here, 4-0. 2-1 pitches pop straight back and out of play, and that's going to just be short of the baseball bleachers there. So 2 balls and 2 strikes to count now to Alyssa Griffin, catcher, freshman catcher for the Titans. And I have 5 freshmen as regular contributors as another 2-2 pitch fouled straight back for a Lewis Central team. 5 of their about 12-ish.
Yeah.
That's
a significant number on any school, but let alone a school that's a big
Naylor
one. Yeah,
is a freshman as well. I think Naylor's a freshman.
Yep, she is.
Well.
Yeah,
that's 6.
Yep.
That's a really staggering number there. You think as that misses the 2-2 pitch, so we're all full now. You think that's more of that specialization at the bigger level? We get that specialization where maybe kids in the summer are playing AAU basketball or club volleyball or something like that.
And it definitely could be, it seems that baseball, softball kind of get a little bit less thought of in the summertime as kids want to go to work and do those types of things. They want to do those other sports, but yeah.
And the payoff pitch is a swing and a miss. First strikeout of the night for Ethan. So 2 quick outs, 7 pitches, 2 outs. We'll take it. Nobody on base, and now Mackenzie Naylor steps in. She had a good battle, her first at bat, and she ended up grounding into a fielder's choice. She was one that we were a little surprised was going to get to start. This is her first start of the year by varsity bound.
Yeah.
And she was well out in front of that first pitch, and she'll foul it straight back, but kind of a lunging
Yeah, definitely.
swing.
Yeah, was looking for that first pitch. Maybe you get that first start. You're a little excited. You want to do something good, really do something positive, show off to the coaches, and was a little bit eager on that first pitch.
0-1 pitch from Ethan. That's down in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ethan done a good job tonight. Through 3 2/3, just 2 hits, no walks, 1 hit batter. But she's stranded a couple runners. Now the 1-1 pitch to Naylor's hit right back up the middle, and Naylor gets a base hit. As far as varsity bound is concerned, that might be. Let me look here. That is not her first hit. That'll be her 5th hit of the year. But her first start of the year.
I said, yeah, she handles the bat quite well there. Just coming in, not playing a whole ton, but she's ready to hit right away and did a nice job there driving that pitch right back up the middle to get a 2-out hit. See if Lewis Central can do anything with it now.
Now Connie Broem steps in. She hits it right back up the middle, and that's going to be back-to-back 2-out singles by the bottom of the order here for the Titans. And you look at that. Broem's a junior, Naylor freshman, so they don't have a senior in their entire roster lineup. Again, really young. We've got 3 seniors. They don't have a 1.
Yeah, no, just looking back through these names again because I can't quite believe that they don't. But, yeah, very young team here.
Now Brooklyn Domgard, she fouls one back. It nearly hit the same lady. That lady is just in the hit zone.
Yeah, she's in the kind of the danger zone there. She's had a couple that have been right at her, so probably needs to have one of the kids just kind of stand behind her with the glove, get her ready.
That's a bad spot. And that ball's wrapped foul the other way, so Domgard well behind the first pitch, well ahead of the second pitch. Ethan may kind of have her in a bit of that proverbial rocking chair right now.
Yeah, and definitely now you got her in a spot you can make your pitch because she, might be looking for all types of things. And so now you can, nibble a little bit at each corner if you want to, maybe bring some high heat, just something.
Just elevate a little bit here. I always love that. 0-2 pitch, that's fouled straight back. I'm always a fan, at least this is baseball and softball. Pitching is just different, but the philosophy of pitching is upsetting timing. So if you got a bender or a curveball or an off-speed pitch, it's in the back of their mind with 2 strikes, so it's never a bad idea to elevate it.
Yeah, no.
As long as you elevate it at the eyes.
Exactly. You kind of get them to change that eye level. And
there's another one that's wrapped foul. Ethan put a little bit more mustard on that 0-2 pitch, and Domgard did a good job just to stay alive. A couple foul balls here on an 0-2 count with 2 outs. Runner in scoring position, 2 on here. A little 2-out rally that Ethan's trying to shut down.
Yeah, trying to work her way out of this here.
And that 0-2 pitch, probably not a bad idea. Sometimes you get these hitters in swing mode, and you can waste one. Maybe you get a cheap strikeout.
Yeah, and I will say from all these young hitters, there's not one girl up there that's really looks out of place, afraid to hit, do anything like that. They've done a good job handling the bat from top to bottom.
1-2 pitch, and that's an elevated fastball like we were talking about, but a little bit outside. Domgard, she thought about it.
She did. She definitely, and it was almost more than just thinking about it. She was ready to swing and did a good job trying to hold that bat back, and now has worked it back to 2-2 here, so Ethan's got to make her best pitch now.
And a 2-2 pitch from Ethan. Another check swing, didn't go around, so we're all full. Action pitch, both runners will be moving. Anything hitting the green, we'll get one for sure, maybe 2.
Maybe 2 on that one, depending where it's hit. But yeah, this is a big-time pitch in a big-time spot.
And a full count offering. That's wrapped foul. She just well out in front of that one. She's kind of been all over the place. She's been well behind, well in front, and a couple that she's been right on. It's been kind of a, and I know Ethan's not throwing a ton of junk at her. It's just pretty steady speeds, just getting that timing down.
Yeah, no, she has battled here in this at-bat.
Full count offering again. That's high and outside. Really good plate appearance for the number 9 hitter in the Titan lineup. And we go back to the top of the order. And if you are Caroline Rogers, you better be on your toes because Merksick has hit it over to her twice.
Yeah, back-to-back times have been right at her. So, that right side needs to be ready because this is one you got to smother and get it out. You don't want to let this one sneak through and let Lewis Central right back in this thing.
And Merksick fouls one straight back our way. I thought it was going to hit the top. It didn't. I wasn't paying too much attention.
I had the hands ready. I had the hands ready on that one.
0-1 pitch to Merksick, and she's going to put the bat on the ball. She doesn't strike out a whole heck of a lot. She struck out just 11 times on the season in 90 at-bats. So, a little bit more than 10% of the time, but not a heck of a lot more.
No, definitely a big time at bat here. And, as Lewis Central, you probably, there's not many other people that you'd want. The number one hitter up there. And there it is, goes down the right field line.
Popped back, foul again to that right side. Merksick, it's not that Ethan's throwing 60 miles an hour here, but she just seems to have Merksick's number as far as not being able to pull the ball here, as we're now down to that 1-2 count. And Ethan trying to get out of here and escape danger. That 1-2 pitch hit to the right side. That's going to get to Burdorf. Burdorf saves a run. That's going to be an infield single all day, but Lewis Central on the board. And I'll tell you what, if Burdorf doesn't come down with that, that's 2 runs and runners at the corner.
Yep, that's a big-time play there. Didn't have enough to kind of make that spin throw to first. It was going to be a little bit late, but did a nice job getting over there and getting it back in because, like you said, I would say 2-run single all day.
So now 4-1, and now Hayes steps in. Hayes is 0 for 1. She walked in the first inning and then grounded out, popped out to Macy Finley, her second time up. So she's the number 2 hitter, good batting average, and she takes strike 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike to the shortstop, the junior, Gracie Hayes. Again, she's a kid that's not going to strike out a ton either. 80 at bats, she's struck out, just 20% of the time. She's going to put it in play as she does to Morales. Great play by Morales and a good scoop by, I'll tell you what, really good scoop by Morales and a really good scoop by Green. We'll talk about it on the other side. Lewis Central gets on the board, down by just 3, 4-1.
Every inch of your body puts pressure on one place, your feet. So give your feet everything they could ask for by walking in to Brown Shoe Fit Shenandoah. Shoes for every occasion, boots for any situation, and above all, the right fit for you. After all, Brown Shoe Fit has been fitting feet for over 100 years. The only downside, so many shoes to choose from and only 2 feet. Great service, great selection, a great fit every time at Brown Shoe Fit, downtown Shenandoah.
Green Plains is transforming. In addition to being a first-class biofuels producer, we are now a leading ag tech company, producing high-quality feed ingredients for dairy, poultry, swine, pet food, and aquaculture. At our Aqua Lab, we are conducting research to produce the best ingredients for our optimal aquafeed products. Green Plains is expanding in every way. If you're interested in being a part of this journey with us, check out our website for our latest job opportunities.
Welcome back into Shenandoah. Bottom of the 4th, Phillies still on top. A little bit tighter ball game, but still a 3-run lead. Really good inning by Lewis Central, but it could have been a lot worse. Really good play over there at the hot corner.
It was. Sarah Morales made a nice stop, and then a great throw to get it there. It was a pressure situation, and kind of like we talked there, Jenna with a stop to save another run. Sarah there saved probably 2 runs as well. And so, instead of it being a 4-3 game or 4-4 game, it's still 4-1 by a couple defensive plays by the Phillies.
So 7, 8, 9 due up. Finley, Stevens, 8th, and Macy Finley. She put the ball in play, her first at-bat. She takes ball 1. Finley ended up lining out to the first baseman, Domgars, on a really hard-hit ball. Just kind of a tough luck out.
It was, yeah. She barreled that one up, hit it hard, but just right at her.
Finley, if she made contact there, they probably would have called her out.
Yeah, no,
she was out of the box.
That's 2 in a row. She's been a long ways up there, so she needs to be careful here on this one.
Well, 2-0 to Finley, who's you get into that kind of that slump mode. You try to work your way out of it, and well, let's say they did not call her out initially. I might have, but he let it play out, the home plate umpire, and it ended up. That softball karma ended up working out.
Yeah, it did. And not a bad idea if you're struggling at the plate, like you said. Just try to get the ball in play and just try to make the defense make a play. And that's what she did there. She got everybody moving, but they made a nice play and threw her out there at first.
So now Cassidy Stevens struck out her first time up. She takes a good swing. Timing was good there, just over top of it there. So it's 0-1 to the center fielder for the Phillies.
Yep, Cassidy just needs to keep her head down, get the hands out, drive something here. There it is.
She'll pop one up right in the middle of the infield. That's tough play, good play over there by, that was Wilcox running in. We've talked about this a lot over who catches the ball, who goes after those. You know, you saw Domgards there get out of the way.
Yep.
So she was not even going to attempt that.
No, and that was interesting because I was watching the first baseman. I mean, there was nobody covering first on that one, and really nobody covering second either. So that was interesting to see. There were Titans converging quickly on that.
Athan hits a sharp single up the middle. That's kind of what they teach you. There's a lot of hits up the middle, and they teach you to think up the middle and hit it right back where it came from, and there's a lot of hits up there.
Yeah, Peyton did a nice job kind of just driving that one right back, as you say, where it came from there, getting herself on base. Now we're getting a courtesy runner here for her.
The Abby Dumler coming in, looks like. Yep, so the 8th grader, Abby Dumler. She's got some good wheels. She hit a triple last night in Atlantic. She hit a couple hopper off the fence there, so good for her. And the 7th and 8th grade Phillies split a pair of games last night against some Hawkeye 10 competition to end their season. So.
Yeah, no, it's always especially as an 8th grader, it's always a good spot. You kind of get your feet wet a little bit, you get the nerves out, and, you know, maybe later that is advantageous for you, So
back to the top of the order, and Brooklyn Black. I think we got bullseyes on us, Coach.
Yeah, no, they maybe they're a little angry. I went, home for a couple days. I missed a couple of games last week, so I don't know if they're sending messages back this way or what.
Well, we'll just blame you. That's fair. That way, it's not me. It's probably my fault. 0-1 pitch, and that's hit to second base. Tough play, but a good play, and that'll end the inning. Kind of a hard luck out there for Brooklyn Black. That'll go down as a 4-3 put out to end the inning. And on the inning, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 Philly left. We go to the top of the 5th. Phillies still on top, 4-1.
United Group Insurance is a team of people you know and people you trust. We offer home, auto, farm, crop, life, health, and commercial insurance from our convenient offices in Atlantic, Griswold, Red Oak, and Shenandoah. Our team of agents work together to make sure our customers find an insurance policy they feel great about. We offer a variety of insurance carriers, so you can choose what works for your coverage needs. Learn more at United Group INS.
Sorensen Auto Plaza in Shenandoah has been here over 25 years, and they specialize in financing. Buy here, pay here. At Sorensen Auto Plaza, they finance all credit types. Bad credit, no problem. Visit SorensenAutoplaza.com to apply for financing, and stop by and visit us on Sheridan Avenue. Sorensen Auto Plaza, proud to support this Shenandoah live stream.
Welcome back in, top of the 5th. Want to thank the viewers watching at home for giving us some critiques and some pointers, because if you can't hear us, we can't hear us. We don't have the headsets that we can hear each other in, so we do appreciate it. So they said Coach Soderberg was a little loud and I was really quiet. So I've turned my mic up, I've turned his mic down, said that the screen was a little blurry. We do apologize for that. There's really not a lot we can do. We can just try to catch it as we see it.
Yeah, we'll keep clicking.
We'll
keep clicking on it for all those viewers at home. But yeah.
And if Coach Soderberg's still loud, just keep texting him and just tell him to quiet down a little bit.
I got a loud voice.
First pitch to Heller to start the 5th inning. It's low, so 1 ball, no strikes. Heller 1 for 2 on the day. She flied out to Spiegel her first time up, and then she wrapped a single into the outfield her second time. And the second pitch nearly got her in the back foot there, but 2 balls and no strikes to count, as it's starting to get a little loud.
It is. They got a little Top Gun going there, so good little music action down below us here.
And the 2-0 pitch, and that misses. So we're 3 balls and no strikes to Heller, the number 3 hitter in the lineup, leadoff hitter in the 5th inning. And the the 3-0 pitch. That's going to be way outside, so maybe the easiest plate appearance that Heller has had all year there.
I will say this Lewis Central team might be the most spirited team we've had all year. They're into it. They're excited.
So Mari Mans now, she has hit it to the right side twice, popped out in foul territory to Lene Green, and then flied out to Caroline Rogers, her second at-bat, so 0 for 2. As she checks her swing, and it's a 1 ball, no strikes.
Kind of seen that a lot in the last few at-bats. A lot of check swings. You know, it seems that Peyton is just around the zone there with those, but not quite good enough, but a lot of, thinking about swings by the Lewis Central hitters here.
So 1-0 pitch from Ethan. She gets in there for a strike, so 5 consecutive balls to start the inning. She gets back in the zone. 1-1 pitch to Mans as she tries to keep things going here in the circle.
Yeah, no, definitely one of those moments you could see kind of just took a second, kind of wiped your forehead off and got back after it.
And the 1-1 pitch misses way up and outside, so 2 balls and 1 strike. Ethan just a little bit out of it at the moment. What you got a smirk on your face. I feel like something's going on.
Yeah, no, they said the sound is better. They just mentioned that I'm just naturally a loud person, so.
Fair enough. Ground ball to Morales. She tries for 2, and the throw gets into the outfield, and that's going to put runners at the corners as Rogers did a pretty good job of getting that ball in, but that is the second error and a big one. A little bit off on the throw there, maybe rushed the throw, but now nobody out, runners at the corners for the Titans.
Yeah, that was going to be a tough play at second base anyways, and just throw is a little bit low, but you want that one back there if you're the Phillies, because now it's first and third, and I'm assuming runner here on first is not going to be, she's not going to be staying there real long.
So now Wilcox way up in the box like she was before. She fouled it right between her legs, way out in front there, so no balls and a strike to Wilcox, who is 1 for 2 on the day. She singled her first time up and then grounded to Morales her last time up. So 1 for 2.
And she's a type on the year. I mean, she has 18 hits and 16 RBIs. So when she's getting hits, they've been in big spots, and there it is. Good stop by Finley.
And a great throw holding the runner. And you probably couldn't see it with our camera. Not the cameraman did a great job, so don't take that the wrong way. You did a great job, but she had the wherewithal, did Finley, to stop for a hot minute and look the runner back at third and then make the throw.
Yeah, and that's not an easy play with those 60-foot bases.
60 feet.
Yeah, 60 feet to get there, but I mean, it's just to take the time to look, make the throw. Very nice job there by Macy.
So now Alyssa Griffin steps in. She hits it. That's a tough hop. That'll be a hit all day, and that's going to get 1 in for sure, and they're going to hold that second runner at third. So Griffin gets the RBI single. Now it's a 4-2 ball game. We talked about it. It was going to be a tight one, and Lewis Central's doing everything they can to keep it that way.
Yeah, no, they weren't going to go quietly into the night, as you probably can pick up from some of the mics, but they've done a good job with the bats, kind of getting alive here and scratching a few runs across.
So now Mackenzie Naylor steps in. She swings at the first pitch. That's going to be a tough play and a good play. The throw home is not in time, so runner will score from third, and then the runner at first, which was Griffin, really good job of base running, goes first to third on that 6-3 fielder's choice.
Yeah, on a play that doesn't get out of the infield. I don't know if she ever stopped running on that one, went hard to second, and good wherewithal there. She got her head around, third base coach doing their jobs, and got all the way to third, and now on a pass ball, you can tie this ball game up.
So on a 6-3 fielder's choice, you score the run, and Mans came in to score, and then on the throw home, Griffin goes from second to third. So really good base running by the Titans here to claw back in this thing. Now a 4-3, and Connie Broham steps in 1 for 2 already tonight. Really good at bat. Excuse me, not 1 for. Yeah, she's 1 for 2. Sorry, she singled her last time up and then popped up to second. And she grounds it to third. Morales steps and fires and got her. So the run does not score. It's going to be a 5-3 putout. Phillies able to get out of it with limited damage. We go to the bottom half of the inning. Phillies clinging to a 4-3 lead.
Pella Corporation in Shenandoah is growing. Pella is a family-owned company and has a strong heritage that started in 1925. Pella offers a strong benefit package, competitive wages, quarterly bonuses, profit sharing, and more. Pella has a decreased overtime schedule. You'll never work on Sundays, and you will have at least 2 Saturdays off each month to spend more time with your family. Go to careers.pella.com to see what jobs are available and apply today. Experience is not necessary, as Pella will provide training. Pella is an equal opportunity employer.
Building your vision is what they help do at Miller Building Supply, Shenandoah. Once you've picked your project, comes the supply list. Miller Building Supply is a full-line lumberyard with electrical, plumbing, and hardware departments and all the tools needed to get the job done. Windows, doors, countertops, tub and shower units, kitchen and bath cabinets, and a fresh coat of paint. Yup, they have all that too. And if you have a question, they work hard to get you an answer. Miller Building Supply in Shenandoah. Don't just dream it. Build it.
Welcome back to Bob Lucky Fulton Field. Bottom of the 5th. 4-3. Phillies still on top, clinging now to that 1-run lead. It's going to be 2-3-4 due up for the Phillies. Kind of that fire starter part of the lineup.
Yeah, and Jenna, big time plate appearance here. See if she can get it started. Hit a kind of a slap shot there right to the second baseman last time. So see if she can find a little spot here.
And first pitch in for strike one. Domgard, after that first inning, she's really been a lot more consistent in the zone, challenging these hitters, and defense has been making plays for her.
Yeah, she settled down after that first inning and now has done a really good job here these last few.
And the 0-1 pitch is chopped foul, backing out of play, so no balls and 2 strikes. Burdorf 1 for 2 on the day. As you see, if you probably heard the papers flying there, it's a little windy.
Yeah, the wind has picked up here in the last inning or so. It's not blowing really hard, but it's a little bit more consistent blowing, still out to left field.
And now Burdorf down in the count, no balls, 2 strikes. The 0-2 pitch is way up. Good job. That's a good vertical there by the catcher.
Yeah, that was
from a crouch to jump up and catch that.
Yeah, not always easy. Those are the things that you have to do in the weight room. You don't ever want to have to do those type of activities, but paying off there. So shout out to the strength and conditioning coach.
1-2 pitch. That's swing, offered at and missed. I don't want to say swing. That's probably not fair, but offered at and missed. And that's out number 1. Domgard really settling in here.
Yeah, done a nice job here in these last couple innings, like we said earlier, but yeah, that's a big out for Lewis Central there to keep Jenna off the bases as the heart of the order comes up.
So now Lene Green 0 for 1. She reached on an error and scored in the first and then walked her last plate appearance. So 0 for 1. Really good at her plate appearance her last time. Fouled off a bunch of pitches. Just couldn't get her timing down. Maybe that'll help, though, seeing so many pitches this time around.
Yeah, had a great at-bat. I mean, we kept talking about she just kind of kept hanging in there, kept battling, swung at a couple that were a little out of the zone, but fouled them off. And so, yeah, now let's see if she can barrel one up and drive one out here.
That 1-0 pitch was in for strike number 1, so 1 ball, 1 strike to the number 3 hitter, the first baseman for the Phillies. 1-1 pitch. That's hit up the middle. It's going to be a tough play for Hayes, and it was in time. Good call by the umpire over there. It was a bang-bang play, but it was the right call as Green was just a little late on that one.
It was, yeah. Lene did a nice job getting down the line on that one to make it close. It was not, going to be an easy play, but a nice play by the shortstop thrower out.
And now Caroline Rogers steps up 1 for 2. Singled and scored in the first inning, drove in a run, and then reached and scored on a fielder's choice her last at-bat. She's a first pitch swinger. She's the opposite of Sarah Morales. Well, not that time.
Yeah, no, good
that
eye
one
there.
Almost hit her.
Yep, right at the kneecaps on that one, a little inside.
So 1 ball, no strikes to the right fielders. Made a couple nice plays out there in the outfield tonight for the Phillies. 1-0 is an off-speed pitch that missed outside. little bit of a curve ball there.
Yeah, definitely something off speed there to mix speeds up. And now Caroline in the driver's seat up 2-0. You got 2 outs in the inning. This is one where you're going to try to drive something out there.
Turn and burn here. 2-0 pitch, and hard to do much with that one. So now you're 3-0 with Bam Bam on deck. You're probably sitting here. I mean, you're a hot hitter. You're hitting over 350 now on the year, and you've been hot. I mean, probably still let her go, right?
Yeah, I think, if you can get her on first here, maybe steal second, you get Morales up, that's going to take that first one to allow you to steal and then maybe get a single because, there's the walk. So now we'll see if Coach Bordorf puts a few things in motion, try to sneak and scratch that fifth run across for the Phillies.
So Rogers with a 2-out walk, and now Sarah Morales, who's 1 for 2 on the day, hit the ball hard twice, driven in 2 of the 4 runs for the Phillies, and she likes that center field, right center field, but I'm betting she's not swinging here, Coach.
Well, that's 5 in a row here. And a little surprised that Caroline's still standing on first. I think, maybe one of those that you maybe don't go on the first pitch because it looked like Lewis Central all kind of had the same thoughts as we did here, that she wouldn't be standing there very long.
1-0 pitch from Domgard to Morales. That's in for strike number 1. There's 3 things in life that are just guarantees: death, taxes, and Sarah Morales taking a strike.
Yep, and she did a good job there. Now seeing 2 pitches in this at bat, so let's see if she can, now her timing's right, see if she can get something.
And that misses outside. The throw to second, not in time, as Rogers gets her 7th steal of the season and 2nd of the night.
Man, I still feel like that seems low. If you would have told me 17th and 18th, I think I'd be leaving that more. But yeah, when she gets on, she is ready to roll.
And Morales hits it right back up the middle, and that's going to be an easy pitch and catch there from Domgard to end the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left aboard. We go to the top of the 6th. Phillies still on top.
Kane, the real boss at Going Plumbing, but don't tell my mom and dad. I'd like to talk to you about tankless water heaters with endless hot water. If low energy bills and higher home values are important to you, you might consider a more efficient tankless water heater from Going Plumbing. Call 712-246-1803 and they can help you find the right system for you. Plus, Going Plumbing is the only one to call for issues with boiler heat. 24-hour on-call service from Going Plumbing. Tell them the boss sent you.
Heritage Bank is proud to be a locally owned community bank. We have been committed to our community and meeting the financial needs of our customers since 1873. We are confident that our knowledgeable staff can help you make informed decisions about your financial needs no matter how big or small. Let us show you how rewarding a relationship with First Heritage Bank can be. Stop in at one of our 2 locations, or you can find out more information at www.fhbshen.com. First Heritage Bank is a proud supporter of Shenandoah High School Athletics. Go Shen, member FDIC.
Welcome back into Shenandoah, top of the 6th. We are give you a little update on the score going on behind us in the bottom of the 5th. Mustangs trail Lewis Central 8-2. They've got a runner at third and 2 outs with Dalton Nathan up, who just took a ball. So it's 1 ball, 2 strike to Ethan, with it looks like, is that Camden Lormer at third base there?
Yep.
Okay. So it's an 8-2 game going on in the bottom of the 5th over behind us. Really good game here, 4-3 top of the 6th. And it's Brooklyn Domgard. Takes first pitch, ball down and away.
Well, we got to delay another foul ball there.
That thing went all the way into left field. I mean, that went to Reese Spiegel out there.
I said that took quite a hop. It hopped all the way over Finley there at shortstop.
That's an impressive. It's an impressive foul ball.
It's that crafty lefty there at the plate.
Crafty lefty.
Dalton Nathan.
And the 1-0 pitch in for a strike. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Was that the biggest regret of the season, Coach? Is just couldn't get all 5 lefties in there?
It was always on the play card, and usually halfway through the game I'm kind of ripped that up and thinking anything I had, and
at least for as that 1-1 pitch has popped up to Athan. She makes the catch. 2 hands for safety next time, but beyond
that was a little bit nervous, but, just kind of showing, again, the superiority. Pitchers are the best athletes on the field, as always. So
just ask them.
Yeah, just let us know. We hit, we pitch, we do it all.
Back to the top of the order, Stacy Merksick. She is 1 for 3 on the day. Everything's been to the right, to the first base side, right field side. Everything's been over there so far tonight. But Coach Burdorf and I would have enjoyed that because we pretty much talked about that all season long, is that we had the most left-handed basketball players in the Hawkeye 10. And, I mean, it's just so rare to see more than a couple, and we had like 9 of them.
Oh, it was. And we always kind of laugh that, we always kind of started with right-hand layups. We definitely, probably had a better opportunity. Might as well just start with the left. Half the team's doing it that way.
I know. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun calling those games. 2 balls and no strikes to Merksick. And she hits it again to the right side, but into center field, the right side of center field. But that's a clean single. Merksick 2 for 4 on the night as a 1-out single now, the 7th hit of the night for Lewis Central. Hayes will step in 0 for 2. She walked back in the first inning, and then she's been on the left side of the infield the whole time so far tonight. As Morales in, expecting a bunt, it looks like, but no signs of a bunt that time.
Yeah, no, Green and Morales both kind of pinching there in on the corners, looking for a bunt, but no giveaways on that first pitch.
And Hayes, I mean, she's dang near a 300 hitter, down by 1 with 1 out. You figure probably just going to let her go, and they are. That's going to be a tough play, and that's going to be just foul by about a foot there.
Yeah, no, that one was maybe a little bit of wind helped on that one. That it kind of looked like it was going to start way foul and maybe 6 to 8 inches foul. That didn't miss by much.
So 1 ball, 1 strike, and it looks to me like old Hayes is going to be swinging the stick here. A 1-1 pitch to Hayes, and she hits it again. Popped up to the right side, and Burdorf can't make the play, but the throw to second is in time, so the force out saves an error. It's going to be a 4-9-6 fielder's choice.
Yeah, no, not an easy spot to be put in there as a base runner. You don't want to get too far off in case, but a really nice play by Caroline to come up, fire that thing into Macy Finley, who didn't need to tag her on that one, but, got the double out on that one, but did a nice job getting an out there.
So 2 outs, and Avery Heller, who walked and scored her last time, chops it to Morales. Morales steps and throws. The scoop was made by Green, but Mr. Conover said that she pulled her foot. So it's going to end up being an error there on the first baseman pulling her foot.
Yep. Kind of a tough one to give to her there, but did a good job, stopped it, but want to use that big tall frame, kind of keep that foot on the base best you can and kind of reach out and grab that one.
So Mari Mann steps in. She reached on an error her last time, and she's going to rip one into the left center field gap. That's going to get 1 in, so the tying run will cross the plate, and we are all square. Clean single for Manns, as she's now 1 for 4 on the day with that RBI single.
Yeah, and we knew Lewis Central wouldn't go away quietly, and they battled themselves all the way back into the game. We've got 4-4 ball game here with 2 outs in the top of the 6th.
So now Haley Wilcox steps in. She's 1 for 3, singled her first time up, and then grounded out to the left side twice. She takes a swing at the first pitch and misses. So no balls and 1 strike to the third baseman for the Titans. Oh, 1 pitch from Athan, misses inside, down and in, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, big time at bat here for the pitcher, Athan as well. Don't want to let any more in. Let that lead go away when you got the bats coming up here in the bottom of the 6th.
1-1 pitch, missing high and outside. 2 balls and 1 strike now from Athan to Wilcox.
Yeah, just needs a deep breath here. bring a good solid pitch. You don't want to fall down 3-1 in this count, and throw a pitch that she can really get after.
2-1 offering. In for strike number 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 on, 2 out. A lot of twos, Coach.
A lot of twos here.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on.
Not quite an action pitch, but, it's going to be one of those. It's going to be a very important pitch.
2-2 pitch from Ethan is hit sharply into right field, but Rogers right there, an atom ball. And tough luck out for the Titans, but a fortunate out for the Phillies as they get out of there before things explode. 1 run in the inning to tie things up. We go to the bottom half of the 6th. We got a good one here in Shenandoah.
Pay to spray. What did you say? Pay to spray. Custom application? Oh, input costs can get pretty high. I want to buy my own sprayer with automatic boom shutoff and really big booms. Gotta love some big booms. The ag economy's down, but I'm bullish and my numbers are good. So what do you think? Let's make it happen.
The ride to your dreams is easier with the right partner. Bank Iowa. Let's make it happen.
This very moment, a board-certified orthopedic surgeon is on his way to a newly remodeled surgical suite where he'll scrub up and dress into infection-free equipment and begin a surgery to give his patient a replacement knee. With the help of a knowledgeable staff and the latest technology, he'll give this man hope for a normal life again without walking in pain. These are the things that happen here every day. The new surgical center at Shenandoah Medical Center. Your health is our mission.
Welcome back. Bottom of the 6th, 4-4, 6, 7, 8, 9 due up for the Phillies. Some context to put into perspective here how Domgars is pitching. Since the first inning, Phillies have just 2 hits. So in second, third, fourth, fifth innings, just 2 hits. Domgars really settled down since that first frame.
Yeah, no, she definitely has. I mean, she has been in control these last few innings. A little bit, maybe a little bit nervous. Jumps, bats jumped on her early, but like you say, she has been controlling at bats here in the second half of the game.
First pitch to Spiegel, as she has one of the 5 hits for the Phillies. As she's 1 for 2. She's put the ball in play both times. We'll see what she does here on this 0-1 pitch. She leaves it up and away, so 1 ball, 1 strike to the senior left fielder. Our outfield, we've said this a few times so far this year, super athletic outfield that we have, and 2 of those 3 are coming back next year, but Reese being the 1 senior. As she hits it into right center field, it's going to be a little shallow, tough play, and a good play out there. Tough luck out there, but that was a really good play by Merksick for the first out of the inning.
Yeah, no, Merksick did a nice job running that one down, because that was one of those that kind of had eyes for a hit, but she did a nice job running that thing down, and that's a big first out for the Titans.
So it's going to go down as an F8 on in your scorebook, because I know you're scoring at home, those of you that are texting Coach Soderberg. And Finley steps in. Finley is 0 for 2 on the day. She's hit the ball hard twice, or not twice, excuse me, she's hit the ball twice. She is 0 for 2. And it's 0-1 they count to Finley. And Domgard's, again, just plowing away here, shooting strikes. It's kind of beating a dead horse, just saying the same thing over and over again. But it is impressive when you see a young pitcher maybe get hit around a little bit, get rattled, come back, settle in, and just kind of cruise, because she has kind of cruised since then.
Yeah, no, she has controlled this game, and it's, probably a big thing for later in her career that, good pitch there, just off the outside, good eye there. Eagle eyes there at home plate.
So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Finley's still alive in the count. And it's kind of been the opposite for Peyton Ethan. She was dynamite, really, in the working herself in and out of trouble, but dynamite for the first 3 innings or so. As that 1-2 pitch is in there, Domgard brought out the paintbrush, and Finley gone on strikes for out number 2. I'll say it, but I'm not saying it for the other team.
Yeah, no.
I'll say it, but I'm not saying it
so
for the other team.
I was going to wait for that one to see, but yeah, no, that was a nice pitch there, right on the black.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was a really good pitch. And now Domgaard's got Cassidy Stevens, who did pop up her last time, 0 for 2. And just low. It seems like, for the most part, Domgaard's not so much right-left. She's pretty much just up-down. It's kind of a release point thing for her. Everything she's been throwing has been right around the zone, second through the sixth inning so far. 1-0 pitch in there for strike number 1.
Yeah,
that was probably the best hack of the night by Stevens.
Yeah, she was right on that pitch, and this is, one of those moments, you hit those 2 home runs a couple of games ago. It's like, boy, one swing here, that might win it for either team.
1-1 pitch to the center fielder, and she chops one our way. I didn't have a long enough arm for that one. That was well out of my reach there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Sometimes hitting that big fly, sometimes it can kickstart your season, but sometimes it can be the worst thing because that's what you're thinking about is going yard again.
All the time, yeah.
A 1-2 pitch from Domgaard is in for strike 3, so back-to-back strikeouts for Domgaard to end the inning. And we're going to the top of the 7th, Coach. We're all square, right back where we started, 4-4. We'll be right back right after this.
Every inch of your body puts pressure on one place, your feet. So give your feet everything they could ask for by walking in to Brown Shoe Fit Shenandoah. Shoes for every occasion, boots for any situation, and above all, the right fit for you. After all, Brown Shoe Fit has been fitting feet for over 100 years. The only downside, so many shoes to choose from and only 2 feet. Great service, great selection, a great fit every time at Brown Shoe Fit, downtown Shenandoah.
Green Plains is transforming. In addition to being a first-class biofuels producer, we are now a leading ag tech company, producing high-quality feed ingredients for dairy, poultry, swine, pet food, and aquaculture. At our Aqua Lab, we are conducting research to produce the best ingredients for our optimal aquafeed products. Green Plains is expanding in every way. If you're interested in being a part of this journey with us, check out our website for our latest job opportunities.
Welcome back into Shenandoah, top of the 7th. The book is closed on Peyton Athan. Athan went 6 innings. She gave up 4 runs. All of those runs, by my count, 3 of those runs were earned. She did have just the 1 strikeout, so she was pitching to contact, scattered 8 hits, did a pretty good job, kept the team in the game, and now the sophomore Burdorf is going to come in and try to finish this thing out.
Yeah, no, Athan did a really good job up there. Had, not really any real bad innings where she gave up a crooked number. That Lewis Central just kind of scratched across, 1 here, 1 there, and but yeah, now we go to the 7th, 4-4, brand new ball game for both teams.
Burdorf's first pitch, that misses down. It's not her first pitch of the night. She did pitch the entire first game there, so could be a good thing, could be a bad thing. You've got Lewis Central, who's already seen her once already tonight, so hopefully she's got a little bit in her back pocket here that she can throw out.
Yeah, got that first pitch out of the way, and pitch number 2 of her night in game 2. Nice job challenging the hitter there in the strike zone.
So Alyssa Griffin is up. She's 1 for 2 officially on the night. She was hit by a pitch way back in the 2nd inning. 1-1 pitch, that misses high and tight. Just brushing her back a little bit there. So 2 balls and a strike. Burdorf, she throws the ball a little bit harder than Athan, so maybe a little bit of timing issue if she can stay in the zone.
Yeah, definitely going to give them just a little bit different look.
As now we're 3 balls and 1 strike, and anytime you put somebody on base, at least in this half of the inning, at least for now, you're putting the winning run potentially on base.
Yeah, no, you definitely don't want to give any free passes here. Those walks will come back to haunt you, so got to bring a strike.
And Griffin shoots one right to Finley. That's a tough play. She kind of caught it like underneath her body there. It came at her so fast. It kind of went underneath her.
Yeah, that was a nice play by Finley to stay down on that one and make a good strong throw over to Green. And that's a very important out number 1 here for the Phillies.
And a 3-1 count, no less, too. So you work yourself in a bit of a hole. You get a sharp ground ball to get out of it. Good play by the sophomore shortstop. And now Mackenzie Naylor steps in. She swings and was early on the first pitch there. She's 1 for 3 tonight. That kid that we didn't know she was going to play tonight, and she starts. She's 1 for 3. She scored a run, driven in a run. She's had a really productive night.
Yeah, she has. She's done a nice job here in the lineup, getting that first start and, being a productive at-bat time and time again.
0-1 pitch. That's a little bit of a high change up there. Kind of one of those release point obviously was a little.
Yeah.
You got to choke those changeups anyways because you got to get them deep in your hand. But it's just that release point.
Seemed like that, yeah. Kind of stuck in the hand just a little bit longer than she wanted to.
1-1 is chopped off the plate and then foul. At least it sounded like it was off the plate there.
Yeah, it sounded like plate or leg or something there, but yeah, just a dribbler foul there. And now Jenna's up 1-2 in the count, and see if she can take advantage of this and go get another out.
Naylor's been ahead of both of her swings. Been ahead. We'll see if she drops in the change. She goes high and away, so it's 2 balls, 2 strikes now. It's just kind of one of those things. We talk about it a lot, that disrupting timing. Naylor is in front of her fastballs right now. If you could drop in that changeup, it speeds up her bat. But, she chops one right back to Bergdorf. What do I know? And good play. Good play for out number 2. Don't listen to me.
That's the time where Jenna is appreciative of all the height because that makes it quite an easy play for her as a shorter pitcher on that one. Might have a hard time getting up, trying to get that one, but a nice job there by Jenna. Grab that, make the out.
I appreciate you brushing by the comment that I made about myself, so thanks there. Dynamite. That's going to bring up Connie Broham. Broham, she does have a hit on the day. She is 1 for 3. She's put the ball in play all 3 times. So the bottom of the order, you look at the varsity-bound stats for Lewis Central, it's either really good or really bad on the offensive side. But everybody, like you mentioned earlier, they're putting the bat on the ball.
Oh, yeah, they're ready to hit.
And Morales makes the play. That's a long throw from the bag to the bag. Right. I don't know, 120 feet? Is that right?
So I got to do my Pythagorean theorem here.
90, 85? Either way, it's a long throw.
We'll do a little math here.
Yeah, that'll end the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. Phillies just need 1 to win. We'll be right back.
United Group Insurance is a team of people you know and people you trust. We offer home, auto, farm, crop, life, health, and commercial insurance from our convenient offices in Atlantic, Griswold, Red Oak, and Shenandoah. Our team of agents work together to make sure our customers find an insurance policy they feel great about. We offer a variety of insurance carriers so you can choose what works for your coverage needs. Learn more at United Group INS.
Sorensen Auto Plaza in Shenandoah has been here over 25 years, and they specialize in financing. Buy here, pay here. At Sorensen Auto Plaza, they finance all credit types. Bad credit, no problem. Visit SorensenAutoplaza.com to apply for financing and stop by and visit us on Sheridan Avenue. Sorensen Auto Plaza, proud to support this Shenandoah live stream.
Oh boy. Welcome back in, bottom of the 7th. Got a 1 run to win. Domgaard's still out there. She's pitched really well tonight for the Titans. 9-1-2. And 8th and pops one up into shallow right. Good play by the right fielder, Connie Broham. Makes a nice play. So 8th and re-entered there to hit for Shabam. And that's going to be an F9. But we are back to the top of the order. Brooklyn Black, Jenna Burdorf, if anybody gets on, Lene Green, Caroline Rogers. If we're going to get one, this seems like a really good spot.
Yeah, this is a big-time inning here for the Phillies. See if they can win this one.
And Brooklyn Black swings at the first pitch. Black, a very probably frustrating night tonight. She's put the ball in play all 3 times, but has not yet to reach base. That's not something she's accustomed to doing. On the year, Brooklyn Black's on base percentage nearing 500, and not getting on base at all is probably a pretty frustrating night as she pops one foul down the first base side. So 0-2 hole for the senior leadoff hitter.
And I don't want to say in an 0-2 hole that she's due, but looking at the numbers here, I would say she's due here.
Well, ground out to shortstop, pop up to shortstop, and then a ground ball kind of hard up the middle to the second baseman. So she's put it in play. And now 0-2 pitch from Domgard, and that's just outside. Maybe a little high, but, boy, when Domgard's missing now, it's not by much.
No, it's not at all. And, Brooklyn did a nice job there taking a pitch, and now she'll get another one to see if she can drive something, get herself on base.
1-2 pitch, and that's ripped right up the middle. You said it, Coach. So the potential winning run is on base, and she's got good wheels, and that's going to bring up best batting average hitter on the day, and she's going to probably put it in play and force the defense to make some plays.
Yep. And like we mentioned there, Brooklyn Black, too good of a hitter to just go silent all night. And so now we'll see Jenna stepping to the right side of the batter's box in this plate appearance.
Why not?
More of a traditional at bat here for Jenna. Is most of the time she's on the left side.
And Berdorf does lay a bunt down, and it does go foul. So 0-1, they count to Berdorf with Black on first, 14 of 15 on the season, stealing bases. So a really good percentage. After we've shown the bunt, do you maybe just roll the dice and see if your senior can get a good break?
And it's not always you see a catcher with good wheels. You talk about that, but yeah, Brooklyn, I'm interested to see what she's doing here.
Berdorf gets the bunt down. The sacrifice is good, and that'll move the potential winning run up to second base in scoring position with the RBI machine coming to the plate.
And Green's another one. It's I feel like she's due for a big-time hit, and it would be a walk-off opportunity here for her.
That's going to go down as a sacrifice for Berdorf. And now Lene Green steps up, officially 0 for 2, and she takes first pitch downstairs. So 1 ball, no strikes. And, for Green or anybody in this spot, you don't want to think too big. You just something in the air over the shortstop, something like that. Just hit some green. It's going to get Black in. And that's a little nubber. It's going to be a tough play. Had some side spin, but she's out, and we get some free softball here, as that was kind of a nubber off the end of the bat.
It was, yeah. She's done that a couple times tonight. So
on the inning, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. We get some free softball. Go to the top of the 8th. All deadlocked, 4 apiece.
Pella Corporation in Shenandoah is growing. Pella is a family-owned company and has a strong heritage that started in 1925. Pella offers a strong benefit package, competitive wages, quarterly bonuses, profit sharing, and more. Pella has a decreased overtime schedule. You'll never work on Sundays, and you will have at least 2 Saturdays off each month to spend more time with your family. Go to careers.pella.com to see what jobs are available and apply today. Experience is not necessary, as Pella will provide training. Pella is an equal opportunity employer.
Building your vision is what they help do at Miller Building Supply, Shenandoah. Once you've picked your project, comes the supply list. Miller Building Supply is a full-line lumberyard with electrical, plumbing, and hardware departments and all the tools needed to get the job done. Windows, doors, countertops, tub and shower units, kitchen and bath cabinets, and a fresh coat of paint. Yup, they have all that too. And if you have a question, they work hard to get you an answer. Miller Building Supply in Shenandoah. Don't just dream it. Build it.
Welcome back. Free softball, top of the 8th. We'll give a hello to Mr. Steve Schuster, whose twins just graduated this year.
They did, yep.
You just checked in with Coach Soderberg, so thanks for tuning in, Mr. Schuster, and we'll try to.
We're going to try to get you that.
What you asked.
So we're going to try to get you that walk-off. Don't worry.
He's a Nebraska fan, so I got to like him.
Yeah, see?
Us Nebraska fans, we got to stick together. So 9-1-2 due up for the Titans. It's going to be Brooklyn Domgard, and then back to the top of the order where they made a little noise that last time they came to bat. We'll see what Domgard can do. She is 0 for 2 officially. She's put the ball in play twice and walked. the game going on behind us, 9-2 in the top of the seventh. Shenandoah Mustangs down by 7 here. Much more competitive game going on behind us than the first one they had. First pitch from Burdorf in front of us. Down in the dirt. 1 ball, no strikes to Domgard. And that 1-0 pitch almost hit Coach Burdorf there in the doorway. That's not a funny thing. I shouldn't have kind of chuckled at that, but he had to scamper out of the way there.
He did, yeah. He had to check the reflexes there, got the legs out of the way. He pulled, did some saving for him on the fence. So
the old guy's still spry.
Yeah, he still got it in there, yeah.
1 ball, 1 strike from Burdorf to Domgard. And that ball's popped foul back straight behind her and out of play. So now Burdorf ahead in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One-two pitch from Burdorf. Changeup is hit, pulled down the line, and foul. I thought Spiegel, always a good time to dive.
Yeah.
Right?
So that was going a little bit towards the fence there, but couldn't quite get to that one by Reese. But yeah, definitely well in front here on these last couple swings, really pulling it hard down the line. So
yeah, had a good jump. Where she was lined up now, if you can see Spiegel now, she's well near the line. She was kind of playing behind the shortstop. Now she's probably 20 feet from the line. And that 1-2 pitch in, swinging and a miss. Strike 3, out number 1 in the top of the 8th. Big out because we're in the top of the order now for the Titans.
Yeah, no, a nice job there going after that 9-hitter, not letting, her kind of set the table for the top of the order. So good job by Jenna there to get that first out. And if I remember correctly, Caroline should be ready there in right field.
Yeah, everything's been on the right side of second base. Her last one, but again, this was against Peyton Nathan. This is her first at-bat of this game against Burdorf, who does throw a little bit harder.
Yeah.
But she's been on the right side of second base the entire night. 2 for 4, a productive night for Merksick. 0-1 pitch from Burdorf. That's pulled to Macy Finley, and in time for out number 2, Finley. She's had a couple hot shots right at her here these last couple innings, and she's made the plays.
Yeah, she's been very good there at shortstop tonight, making play after play, and that's what you want out of that middle infielder. And good strong throw over there to Green, and now we got 2 outs already in the 8th.
And Gracie Hayes steps up 0 for 3 on the night, put the ball in play 3 times. She's walked as well. So, again, most of these Titans, just 2 strikeouts tonight for Lewis Central. Burdorf has 1 just in this inning. And then Athan had 1 in the 6 innings that she pitched. So Lewis Central is not swinging and missing tonight very much.
No, they've hit a lot of balls in play and fouls, so they're ready to hit.
And that ball fouled off of the back foot of Hayes as she's kind of stretching it out a little bit there, because that one had to smart when you get one right off the toe.
Yeah, no, that one, seen that a couple times with my Braves over the last few days. Anytime you're fouling balls, it's been very costly for the Braves here the last couple of weeks. But, yeah, that's one. You kind of just have to wiggle the toes out as quick as you can, because you know the next pitch is coming sooner probably than you want it to.
Yeah, so you and Derek Martin probably have a lot to talk about during baseball season, because you're both Bravo fans. The 1-1 pitch is high and outside, so 2 balls and 1 strike to Gracie Hayes, the shortstop. She was on the struggle bus defensively a little bit at the beginning of the game, but she's since settled in, and she's really done a good job, much like Macy Finley tonight at shortstop. I think they're switching softballs there. Had a defective softball, and Burdorf caught that. Maybe there was a little bit of a cut in it.
Yeah. So we'll have to see. We'll have to get on the budget here of the athletic department. Maybe they made enough at the concession stand tonight. Purchased a couple new softballs for the girls.
And the 2-1 pitch is lined into center field, but there is Cassidy Stevens making that sinking line drive look easy. It's going to be an L8, a line drive 8 or an F8, however you want to say it. We're going to go to the bottom half of the 8th. One run wins it. We'll be right back.
Kane, the real boss at Gowing Plumbing, but don't tell my mom and dad. I'd like to talk to you about tankless water heaters with endless hot water. If low energy bills and higher home values are important to you, you might consider a more efficient tankless water heater from Gowing Plumbing. Call 712-246-1803 and they can help you find the right system for you. Plus, Gowing Plumbing is the only one to call for issues with boiler heat. 24-hour on-call service from Gowing Plumbing. Tell them the boss sent you.
Heritage Bank is proud to be a locally owned community bank. We have been committed to our community and meeting the financial needs of our customers since 1873. We are confident that our knowledgeable staff can help you make informed decisions about your financial needs no matter how big or small. Let us show you how rewarding a relationship with First Heritage Bank can be. Stop in at one of our 2 locations, or you can find out more information at www.fhbshen.com. First Heritage Bank is a proud supporter of Shenandoah High School Athletics. Go Shen, member FDIC.
Welcome back to Shenandoah. Free softball rather continues. We're bottom of the 8th. 1 run wins it for the Phillies, and they're probably 2 hottest hitters. Rogers and Morales starting things off with Spiegel waiting in the hole. Maybe one of these 3 Phillies can end the night.
Yeah, no, definitely the part of the order that you want up here in crunch time, and so big opportunities here for the heart of the order.
First pitch by Rogers is wrapped between in that 5.5 hole between the 5 and the 6. See, it's 5.5. You have to explain that to him.
So Tony Gwynn would be proud there. So numbers at home for you listening. The shortstop is defensive position 6. The third baseman, number 5. So right in the middle for you mathematicians would be 5.5. So great start there by Carolyn to get on base. And now we'll see what the Phillies can do. See if they can drive her in and win this ball game right here.
2 for 3 on the night for Rogers, but 2 for 2 in stolen bases. I would imagine you got to think, as Morales does what she does, take strike 1. But you got to think Lewis Central knows it's coming. And Rogers knows it's coming. Yeah. Probably going to be on the move.
Just trying to watch over here, see if the body language changes on by pitch to pitch here, and see if she's going to be Willie Mays hazing it. Here she goes.
Oh, that's easy. That's easy pickings. That's easy like Sunday morning right there. That's the 3 for 3. We're going to have to get after Coach. 9 steals on the year, and a third of them have been in the last 2 hours.
Yeah, no, I'm surprised. Yeah. She's kind of gone on that second pitch the last couple times. So we got a 1-1 count up there. Now see if Sarah can drive one in.
Okay, this isn't crazy, but if I'm Lewis Central, I'm putting Morales on base.
Yeah, I don't think it's a bad idea.
I'm putting her on base and making the bottom of the order beat me.
Now she's going to put down a bunt. Interesting here.
That's fair. That's a fair ball, and Morales is out, but the run is safe at third. So Morales, a team plate appearance there, not one you'd expect to lay down a sac bunt. She did. It was almost disaster, but she gets out at first, but 60 feet? 60 feet?
Yeah, 60 feet.
Okay,
yep.
60 feet away.
So, now as the catcher, you got to block everything because, you figure that Carolina is going to be charging on anything. Infielders are coming in here. Outfielders are taking a couple steps in, so be a nice little moment here for Reese Spiegel. See if she can walk this thing off.
Spiegel steps up. That's low in the dirt. You just talked about it. You were almost like that one thing on Big. The what's the thing that you've never seen the movie Big either, have you? With Tom Hanks, where he's a big kid and he turns into a little big guy. Little guy turns into a big kid. Anyways, 1-0 pitch is in for strike number 1. Anyways. The kid goes to this abandoned circus or whatever carnival, and there's that thing there, and he puts the dollar in or whatever and says he wishes he was big, and it was anyways.
Yeah.
Anyways, 1 ball, 1 strike to Spiegel, and that ball's popped foul. Watch out behind us. Coach Weinrich almost made a heck of a catch. Check his eligibility.
Yeah, he was running hard. He's got to get those legs stretched out a little bit more, though.
My kids tell me that he sometimes has to play basketball with the kids in the mornings because they don't have enough kids or have an odd number. So he's stretching out the hammies. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and a changeup down in the dirt. And old Rogers, 2 balls, 2 strikes, both of those balls in the dirt.
Yeah.
Rogers is itching to dash to the plate.
Yeah, no, she's waiting for that chance for the catcher back there. She's done a nice job blocking both of those because potential winning run right there at third base.
2-2 pitch is grounded on the ground, and that's going to be the winning run. So Reese Spiegel, the senior, will walk it off. An infield single. That's going to end the ball game. Your final score tonight on a sharp hit in that 5.5 hole.
That was a perfect spot. A perfect spot. Even
Wheels
though she
at third.
Had a chance to field it, but it was in a perfect spot. Can't make the throw quite in time. So nice job there by the Phillies.
So it took an extra inning to do it. Jenna Burdorf's actually going to get the win in relief. So she ends up splitting on the night. She lost the first game. She comes back and wins the second game. We'll step aside here for a couple minutes. Maybe we'll have Mr. Burdorf come up here and chit-chat with us. But we'll be back here in just a few minutes. Phillies walk it off 5-4.
Digital Solutions started small, but now we're growing as FDS provides live streaming coverage for over 20 schools across 3 different states on our Fuller Digital Solutions YouTube channel. Subscribe to get notified when we go live for your school events. Big events are captured live, and your business can get noticed with advertising during our live streams. Local talent and camera operators are encouraged to contact us too. For future employment, no experience necessary, we will train. For information about advertising or working with Fuller Digital Solutions, email us and follow us on Facebook.
Way I pay to spray. What did you say? Pay to spray. Custom application? Oh, input costs can get pretty high. I want to buy my own sprayer with automatic boom shutoff and really big booms. Gotta love some big booms. The ag economy's down, but I'm bullish and my numbers are good. So what do you think? Let's make it happen.
The ride to your dreams is easier with the right partner. Bank Iowa. Let's make it happen.
This very moment, a board-certified general surgeon will be leading her team in the removal of her patient's gallbladder. In this newly remodeled surgical suite, she'll use the latest technology and small laparoscopic incisions for a quicker recovery time. In a couple of weeks, the patient will have a pain-free and normal life again. These are the things that happen here every day. The new surgical center at Shenandoah Medical Center. Your health is our mission.
Mm-hmm. Welcome back into Shenandoah. Final score here in Shan, the final home game of the year before we start regionals, where Shenandoah will take on Atlantic for their next game. But they walk it off, Coach. I'm still with Coach Soderberg. Coach Burdorf's way down there, if you can see him.
Trying to zoom in there a little bit.
Yep. But he'll be up here in just a minute. But, Coach, they walk it off in style. I'd say we were talking during the break, probably the 2 kind of co-players of the game here tonight. You want to go over that?
Yeah. We talked about Caroline there with getting on 3 times. I think you said scored 3 runs out of the 5, had 3 stolen bases. I don't know if she saw a total of, maybe 8 pitches all night in her plate appearances, but ready to hit. Great job there. And then Reese Spiegel, game-winning hit there. And I think she had 2 on the night as well. So just, a nice job by the girls to bounce back there after a tough loss in game 1. You're 2-2 a long ways into it. You end up losing 8-5. And, nice job by Peyton Athan to step in there and give him 6 good, strong innings. Jenna comes in and, gets the win as well. So, a nice win. And what a great way for the seniors to go out with a win on, the last time they play on this field. And so it's always a nice way to finish the regular season.
So on the year, and I won't talk to Coach Burdorf about this because their season's not over, but for us calling their games, at least at home anyways, that season's over. Last season, we've talked about it before, they had 5 wins. Young team, younger than now, still a young team, but on the struggle bus quite a bit last year. And that you're going to take your lumps when you're a young team. A year newer, or a year older rather, go from 5 to now 13. You've more than doubled your win total. A lot of different kids stepping up. Just that maturation of the entire group. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah. And, you get to this point in the season and your freshmen are no longer, freshmen. They're now pretty much considered sophomores. But, those young players have done such a good job. And, the senior leaders have been great this year for the Phillies. They're going to be 3 very difficult ones to fill, especially, in their positions at third base, left field, catcher. But, yeah, the young players have done a really good job stepping in, filling roles, picking up big hits, stealing bases, making great plays in the outfield. So it'll be a lot of fun to watch these Phillies in the next couple of years.
So Coach Burdorf making his way up the stairs. We had a deal at the beginning of the year that he has to come and talk to me if they win. And you've been up here now, I think, 4 times, so maybe 3, I don't know. But, Coach, tough one in Game 1. We won't talk about that. Game 2, boy, that was maybe a little more fun than you wanted it to be, but you come out on top with a big hit at the end.
Yeah, I mean, just talk about Game 1 just for a second. Ultimately, we give up 400 runs and lose by 3. And so I challenged the girls after Game 1 and said, hey, I believe that we're a better team than they are. And so come through in the clutch in the second game. Let's find a way to execute, make enough plays on defense, and that's exactly what we did.
Yeah, so tonight, we were talking before you got up here, Caroline Rogers is hotter than a firecracker right now at the plate. At least she has been for probably about the last 3-4 weeks. Sarah Morales is turning it around as the season's gone on. She's starting to drive in runs. And Reese Spiegel comes up with a big hit at the end, couple hits on the night. But talk a little bit about Caroline Rogers and Reese tonight. They were kind of our co-players of the game.
Yeah, Caroline, unfortunately, coming into the season, she was coming off an ankle injury, had a broken leg during track season, and it was too bad because TJ, you saw her hit this winter with a boot on, and she was one of our best hitters going into the season. And then she had to sit out for a little bit and get through that injury, and then she sprains her ankle. And so she's just kind of had the injury bug here, but she is definitely going to the plate with a ton of confidence, especially this last week or so. She's swinging the bat really well, and then Sarah's been hitting the ball really well, hitting it solid, squaring it up. And Reese, 2 game-winning hits in extra innings this week. That's a pretty good way to end your senior season.
Yeah, absolutely. And then, of course, you get the win in relief from your daughter. Jenna came in. She pitched the whole game prior. Tough luck loser there, but she comes back and gets a win. But Peyton did a really good job of battling. Lewis Central didn't strike out much. They put the ball in play, and that's kind of what you've preached with your kids, your pitchers. Put the ball in play, trust your defense. Your defense made some plays tonight for your pitchers.
Yeah, absolutely, and especially in Game 2. Game 1, we faltered a little bit on defense, but in Game 2 we played clean for the most part, and Peyton did a great job. The only reason I took her out was she was up to like 115 pitches, and I thought she looked a little tired, and so I was like, hey, Jenna, you only threw about 70-some in the first game, because Lewis Central does. They do come up there and they just swing it, and that's what we've been talking about all season. Our pitchers just, hey, let them put it in play, and we'll make plays behind you and win games that way. And Jenna comes in and throws 2 perfect innings. Did she give up a hit in the
eighth?
Think so. I think 2 perfect innings there in the 7th and 8th. So that's big time for her to come back in there and do that, and just hold the fort down for those 2 innings and give us a chance. And we had a chance in the 7th. Don't come through with the clutch hit, but then we execute in the 8th. Caroline starts it off with the single, and she got 3 stolen bases. We're
going to talk about that.
Yeah,
it's funny you bring that up. 6 steals on the year for probably the fastest kid in the area code of the gender.
Yeah.
What? 6 steals on? Is it just because of that you're trying to be easy because of the lower leg injuries?
No, you know what? I think it's the pattern of our batting order. She gets the people in front of her get on and kind of clog up the bases and don't give her an opportunity to steal. I think if you go back and look at the book throughout the season, every time she's had an opportunity to steal, she's probably stolen.
Yeah. She's 9 for 9 now on the year, but a third of them have come in the last 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
So I told the millions at home I was going to give you the business about that.
That's good.
Give us a quick little rundown on your next opponent, where it's at, what time.
Yeah, we play Atlantic next Wednesday at Atlantic. And what I just told the girls, I said, so we get the next 4 days off. We take Friday and Monday off before tournament play. We practice on Tuesday and get ready for Atlantic on Wednesday. We went up to Atlantic and won 1-0, and then lost 8-2, but it was a 2-1 game going into the bottom of the 5th. And again, defense just had a couple of mental lapses, and that happens. But I told the girls, I go, evidently nobody really believes in us. Nobody thought that we could win this many games this year. The state didn't think that we were deserving of the 2-3 game with Clarinda. They give us Atlantic, make us look like we're the 4 seed. I don't know what that's all about when the town to the north hasn't won a game all season. But so nobody really believes in us. And I said, let's go and figure it out and go win a couple games here in the postseason. I think the postseason looks good for us, and it gives us an opportunity to play teams that we've beaten, and then you get a chance to play to go to the state tournament. So I said, let's just go prove people wrong.
That's awesome, fantastic, good luck. This is the last time we'll be calling a game for you. If you take care of business on Wednesday, we'll be calling the game for you on Saturday. So
awesome.
Hopefully you get to see us again.
I sure hope so.
If you see us again, it'll be in Atlantic on Saturday. But good luck on Wednesday, Coach. Congratulations, and enjoy this one.
Awesome. Thanks.
Awesome. All right, we'll wrap things up for Jay Soderberg, TJ Young. 5-4 final. Phillies walk it off here in Shenandoah. Good night, everybody.
I don't count the first game.